Hello gamers. Oh boy, I am having a time with my microphone, so we're gonna deal with it. Hopefully it sounds mildly okay. I haven't streamed in a really long time. Yo! Yo! I don't know if we've ever seen that new animation before. Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Heath Family Phone, for subscribing. Oh my god, we got so much to talk about. This is so insane. Hello. Welcome. I'm turning the mic down a little bit because I'm like, excited. Happy freaking Friday, gamers. Let's see who we got here today. Of course, welcome Universe, Bread Queen, 13th Heartbeat, Electric, Wi-Fi, Maddie, Doten Stuff, Phoenix, Flame, Animations, Dash Yoshi, Technological, Core. Okay, hopefully, and Imcat, hello, welcome. Oh my god, gamers, we have so much to talk about. So much has obviously been going on. I am... I don't know what to say or do right now. Oh, here, I have an idea. Wawa! You can see my little guy. My little guy. My little thing that I made. Welcome, chat. Welcome to my entire life. I'm posting on the internet. It's been real. It's been fun. And by fun, I mean I'm literally so sorry for the first year of my life being so not fun. If you haven't seen the Persona project, it's basically a set of shorts that I am releasing that is basically going to be telling the story of my life. And I just got through doing essentially season 1, which was only 7 episodes, but it really didn't need to be longer than that, trust me. It was, well, a lot. This whole thing has been a lot. I woke up to 900 new subscribers. And let me just say, I haven't had that many since, like new subscribers since 12 came out in, like, 2017. I'm scared. Hi, everyone. Hello. So, I figured today would be, a good day since I just released the last episode of season 1 to kind of answer some questions, because I'm sure we have many of those. Because, oh my god, I feel everybody in all of the comments about why did this happen to me, and I feel it, but we'll get more into it. I'm gonna work on one of the new episodes for season 2 while I answer some questions today, and that'll just be that. We'll just hang out a little bit because it's been a while, and sorry for like not notifying anybody I was gonna live stream. I was just like, I'm just gotta do stuff at random right now because, yeah, mental health. But yeah, anyways, let's move to our lovely little regular. See, I like closed my program for so long that like now it's just like having issues, which is super fun. Let's shrink that down. Okay, thank you. Oh yeah, I'm a YouTuber, I should be doing that. If you want to donate to the live stream, there's a link in the description of the live stream, and you'll throw fruit into this fun little game next to me where Peeves is, where the poor thing is definitely obviously starving, and will happily take any fruits that you throw at him. And your message will also be read aloud in a nasty little disgusting little AI voice that I love and hate at the same time. Yo! We're making so much use of the subscriber thing! Oh, single banana. Thank you, Lion, for subscribing. That's awesome. I'm so excited. I love that stupid dumb yippee little animation. So stupid. I love it. Core spoil it for them that Holly dies at the end. Obviously. That's funny as hell. Oh. Oh, goodness. Alright, guys. So... oh my gosh, is that another? Oh, another subscriber? Wow. Thank you, Queen Styles. See what I mean? They're just like rolling in. It's kind of crazy. What do I do? How do I entertain the masses? Alright, I have like so many screens. It's kind of ridiculous. So I'm gonna do my best. Wherever chat might have gone now. Ah, it disappeared.
Have some fries.
Oh yeah, Tyler, let's go, thank you! I will definitely have some french fries. Oh, I have blueberries turned on? That's so fun. Every live stream I kind of randomize what fruits get thrown into the bowl, and man, we never get blueberries, so that's everything. You already entertained the mass, I guess. I guess. By like traumatizing everyone with my trauma. I'm not doing that, I promise. I put plenty of content warnings, I blurred out a lot of words. Ugh, but... okay, yeah. I guess, to start, I'm gonna fix this stupid, dumb chat box, because it's like, literally microscopic. Like, how am I supposed to read that? Oh well, I'll have to fix it later. It could just be tiny, I guess. Oh!
I only have $5 left in my budget this month. I spent it all on magnets. Take the rest.
No! Thank you, Bread Queen! I hope you're doing well. Oh my god. They got some apples! Oh my god, the little fruits are so cute. I like love when I forget what I previously had on a stream, and then I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so surprised all over again. Oh goodness. Alright, so to start, I'd like to talk about a couple of things. First thing being, with this project, I am getting a lot of help from, like, licensed professionals and everything. Because this is a really, really big thing, and honestly, when telling your personal narrative, it is a good idea to get some help. So, my therapist has been working really closely with me on this project, and I tried to write and make this project in like several different ways before it ever became what it is right now. And like nothing was just like working for me. So I had to like come up with something that was gonna kind of give me the piece I was looking for. But like honestly, animation and voice acting and writing and the whole process of making an animated series is so cathartic to me. It is so like calming to me and just so like the essence of my soul that I was like, man, I can't believe I didn't animate this before, because like that's just it. Like that's just what I should have done all along. And so now I definitely am like on a freaking roll. Like as you can see, maybe, I don't know, the text is really small. I'm on episode 15. I'm animating episode 15, and every episode previous to this is complete. So like, I'm already doubled what I already put out. And like, episodes are just gonna keep coming out daily pretty much. Like, I'm obviously like doing really well with the project, and it is working, and it is helping. Like, that doesn't mean that it doesn't have its downsides. Like, there is like a pretty intense cost to like processing trauma. Like, I have not slept. Like, I just woke up actually, like maybe 30 minutes ago. Like, and it is 1 p.m. where I am. So, like, I am having a rough time kind of processing this and putting it out into the world, and I'm very grateful to have therapy right now and have a therapist who has very much encouraged me to speak out about this stuff. Yo, werewolf, that's so cool. Love the algorithm for that. Welcome to the train wreck that is my life and my channel. I do a variety of things here. Oh, Smooze, that is a intense question. This is the most bizarre part about Persona Project. Is that it's like a real person's life. It's my life. It's a real, true story. And I know that sucks, and I know that nobody wants to hear that, but like, that's unfortunately the circumstance. And when I am about to tell you things that are happening currently, or talk about things that have already happened, it's like weird for me to say, but like spoilers, I guess? Like spoiler warning on the story of Wild Child and the story of me, I guess, but it's like not spoilers because it's like a I don't know, like a real life? Like how do you spoil real life? I don't know. So God, do I have a sad face? I think I have a sad face. Hold on, there we go. Yeah. It's been a while since I've used the hotkeys. About my family now. I don't have one. This is gonna get real rough. I probably should have put a content warning in the description of this, damn it. Okay, well, content warning. My family isn't in the picture anymore. I'm gonna draw while I talk about this. Drawing is a release. It's a really sad thing, but really important to me that I do express that my family during Wild Child's era, they were a great family. Like, my dad was obviously like the freaking goat, and oh my god, Froggy! How fitting. Thank you for subscribing. Look at that banana. Haha, Peeves, you didn't get it. Oh wait, there's the second one. Okay, well. Ah, you didn't get that one either! Oh my god, another one. Vincent, thank you for subscribing. This is crazy. I still have my sad face on. Sorry, because I'm talking about sad things. But, yeah, I really wanted to make sure that I was portraying these people in my life the way that I saw them at the time. Because obviously at the time, like, these people were like my world, they were my life, they were everything to me, and they were great people. For what it was, I mean, you'll definitely see a lot more of it in Wild Child's eras, like the seasons, plural. But I already alluded to a couple of the issues that are gonna come up. Like, my dad eventually did become a severe abusive alcoholic. And that sucks, really bad. And I haven't spoken to him in 8 years, I think, since Origins started. Yeah, that's rough. My mother, however, was a more recent development, and I haven't spoken to her in about a year and a half, almost 2 years now. My grandparents disowned me when I was 18. My nanny and papa disowned me when I was 18. And my Mimi and papa only recently passed away. That was when Cypress's episode came out. Oh, thank you, Werewolf Poison! Oh my god! Thank you! Oh, some blueberries! Let's go! They're so cute! Oh my god, thank you! And another subscriber, Jesus! I'm loving the animation though. Anyways, back to sad. Family update. My Mimi and Papa did pass away in 2020. It was like when Cypress's episode was supposed to come out for Origins, and then like everything hit me, and then I couldn't make an episode about a dog who dies when I just lost someone. So that was rough. Bad timing. And the universe's part, which my whole entire life is bad timing on the universe's part. But I still have my brother. My brother is awesome. and I love him to death, and obviously he's a huge part of my channel too. You see him on here all the time. And I have really amazing friends that are basically my family. And I have a lot of support, so it's one of those things where it's like, it's sad to talk about, but I did dedicate Ebony's episode to my grandmother, yeah. I couldn't remember if it was Ebony or Cypress. I remember it was like rough whenever. I know it was some part of Origins. It's amazing. I have the most amazing memory in like the whole entire world, but sometimes I will trauma block stuff. And like sadly Origins went through so much crap. Like you'll see, especially because I'm gonna like talk about things that I know a lot of people want to know about when it comes to Origins, but like just Origins went through a lot of just stupid dumb crap, dude. Such a pain in the ass. Oh yeah, Blue Streak, I mean, they disowned me for a completely different reason. I don't feel like spoiling all of the Persona projects, that way there's still something like, I don't know, I guess entertainment value to it, which is like not the best thing to say when it comes to like, I don't know, my entire life, but like, at least there'll be some sort of like, oh, you won't already know what happens, unless that'll make you like more sad. I don't want people to be more sad about it, I guess. More subscribers. Thank you, Brienne. I didn't say thank you. I'm sorry. I'm distracted. And, Schworld for subscribing. That's very cool. Man, my little, like, subscriber little boxes are so off. That is driving me insane. The little words are so off. I hate this. My brother, Nate, my brother's in a great place. Yeah, he's, like, honestly doing really good. He's got, like, a nice place he just moved into. He's, working as, like, a manager at a place. Like, he just got promoted. Dang, Tabby, thank you for subscribing! Holy freaking cow, do you see what I mean? I'm, like, losing my freaking marbles! There's so many people pouring in. Ah! But, yeah, Evan's doing great, and like, all I can say is that, like, we, like, are just, survivors, and we're really doing the best that we can with the shit life we were handed. So, that's all I gotta say about that. Man. But yeah, that's like the family update. I don't want to alarm anyone by saying this, but the aunt is alive and is in fact out of prison. So there's a multitude of reasons why I moved out of Florida, but let's just say one of them was because of that. It gets really insane. Like, there's gonna be a point where the Persona project, I'm gonna, like, have a whole episode prior that is just me giving the content warning for the next episode. Like, it's gonna get psychotic. The crap I have survived is like, what in the world, dude? What in the world? I just want to draw cats. Like, I'm so dead ass, I just want to draw cats, and then, like, life was just like, ha ha ha, again, beats me up, ha ha ha, again, beats me up. I'm like, dude, I just want to draw cats. Just want to draw cats. I just want to draw cats. How are the cats? Are you talking about my real cats, or my animations? Because my real cat, he's doing all right. He's a great little therapy cat. His name is Indiana Jones, by the way. I have a cat named Indiana Jones, but we call him Bibby. I post him a lot on my my exclusive little Discord server. Thank you for the subscription, Tabby, and oh my, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce your name, NCMLIII. Thank you guys. Wow, this is insane. Cats are, as far as Origins goes, obviously this is like my priority right now, is making this project because I need to get this stuff off my chest, and it's kind of a miracle that I have, like, survived this long, not saying a single word. It should be pretty obvious because I write character- oh my goodness. This is insane. I'm just gonna have to just say thank you and not the name because I have to keep looking and I can't draw. So thank you for the subscription. I almost said subscriber. What am I? I'm a great YouTuber. Roman numerals. I don't know! I don't know how to do anything. I'm just talking. I just woke up. I'm so tired. Oh, Hayden. I love my stupid dumb cat, man. Oh, Wishy. I do remember you, Wishy. I do. This is so crazy. There's so many people who are, like, returning back to my channel who I'm just like, I haven't seen you in so many years. I'm so freaking happy to see you. This is so awesome. This is, like, such a resurgence of my channel. It's awesome. And, like, how freaking awesome is it that it's just, like, I'm just telling, like, my life and people are just like, yeah, we support that. And I'm like, let's freaking go, dude. All I had to do was live. Let's go. Oh, thank you, Wishy. Oh my god. But yeah, Origins is kind of, like, everything's kind of on pause, honestly. Like, I am just working on this because, oh my. I mean, like I was saying, previously, it's like, I can write the way that I write characters because of, like, my own experiences. So, like, it's like, oh, how do you write these characters that are traumatized? It's like, well, maybe because I'm traumatized. 'Cause I remember when I was, like, first writing, like, Origins, I was, like, super worried about Reed. I was like, oh man, people are gonna, like, people are gonna think this is, like, really scary, or people are not gonna like Reed, people are gonna like, da-da-da-da-da, and I was like, well, okay, we don't condone abusers, however.
Hi, Hobbs.
Oh!
You rule. You are such a rock star. I am so happy we are becoming closer because you are so cool and really. Have a $5.
Oh, man! Ah! Thank you, that's so sweet, what the hell? Oh. Being called a rock star literally makes me feel like I'm getting one of those stickers in first grade that say you rock. I feel so, like, giddy about it. Thank you, that's so sweet, oh my god. I didn't even see what fruit was falling down because I had to, like, read the text as it was being spoken aloud because I'm so dyslexic, but thank you. That's so sweet, oh my god. Oh, you have a tuxedo cat? Don't, that's awesome. I love tuxedo cats. I want a tuxedo so bad. Oh my god. Man, I'm so glad y'all get hyper fixated on pet peeves, cause like me too. I'd be fixated on my own stuff and I'm just like, dang, I sure hope everyone else feels this way. Oh goodness. But yeah, what I was saying, yeah, I was really scared about writing traumatized characters for a long time because, like, I had, like, this horrible, like, little, like, voice in my head that was, like, I didn't have the right to do that or something.
$1 for every time a kid bumped their head since summer camp started. I was one of them. You all better be having fun and being silly so I can giggle at the vibe when I listen to this stream after work.
Oh, Fizzy! Thank you! That's so sweet, oh my god! $1 for every time a kid bumped their head. 8? 8 people? Man, you work at an interesting summer camp, Fizzy. We are gonna be silly, and we are going to giggle, and we are going to kick our little feet and squeal like little girlies talking about trauma. Okay? Just for you. Just for you, Fizzy. Thank you. It's so funny. Oh my gosh, technological, you've been around for a while, dude. Hell yeah. You need like a Pet Peeves veteran, like, little stamp next to your name. I don't understand how YouTube works all that much. So like, if I do eventually figure out how to do like custom emotes and like badges and stuff, I will so 100% make that a thing. That'd be so rad. Drama, yeah, let's go. Ugh. Do you know how many years will be in Wild Child's era? Yes, Lauren, good question. Wild Child's era. I'm sorry, this music is like distracting the heck out of me right now. Let me turn this down ever so slightly. Shh, music, you're lovely, I love you, but you're driving me slightly insane. Okay. You're still driving me insane, actually, hold on. When the girlies are overstimulated. Alright. There we go. Wild Child's era is going to consist of 8 years. She has the longest era, like, out of all of them. Most of the eras last, like, 3 to 4 years. Pretty much. But hers is 8 because, long story short, I was going to be a psychology major before I just stopped going to college because college is fake, not real. Just kidding, it is, I just got bored. Basically, your identity develops in the first 8 years of your life. Like, by the time you're 7 or 8, like, you start to develop your identity. So, it takes, like, that whole entire period of time to develop that. So I figured that would be a good gauge for, like, Wild Child. Because I can't imagine stopping Wild Child after year 3 and starting a new era, because, like, they just feel like the same person to me, because they're just an undeveloped person. So, she's, like, gonna be around for a while. Like, we're gonna get real attached. Like, I already cried the other night because I realized that there was gonna come a day where I wasn't gonna get to draw her anymore, and I was like, I'm already so attached, I'm gonna cry. Like, oh my god, I'm so sad. But, yeah, we got 8 seasons of that, and the way that I have formatted it is, I'm trying to keep them like 10 episodes per season, but honestly, some of them are gonna go into the 20s because we got a lot. 2nd grade, so much crap happened in 2nd grade for me. It was like, when I realized how much happened in 1 year, I was like, oh my god, my parents got divorced, I was homeless for a brief period, like, oh yeah, and then I'd start going to daycare, like, the custody battle happened, like, this random stray cat walked into our house and had kittens that year. It was like, so much random crap happened in just 1 year. I'm like, yeah, I can't fit that in 10 episodes. That's sweet of you to try, though. So some of the seasons are gonna be long. But, this one that I'm working on, this is year 2 that I'm working on. Year 2 is gonna be about 14 episodes. It's gonna be double the amount of year 1. Some of them are really short, some of them are really silly. Some of them are like 30 seconds and not like the full minute, because I try to like cram as much as I can into like the 1 minute that YouTube Shorts allows. So there's some that are quite short, so it'll tally up. Oh yeah, duh, bleh. Speaking of, I am going to be releasing the full episodes, like the full video with all the episodes, with this like super adorable background that I animated. I'm going to release the full video that has all of them, like, consecutively. And I'm going to release that literally like right after the stream. I'm going to just bloop, I'm going to pop it down, and then you guys can have the full entire thing. Because that was like one of the most common questions I got. It was like, oh, can we have the full video? I hate seeing the stupid shorts, like, little stupid icons and crap. And I was like, yeah, me too, I hate that. So, you can expect the full video promptly. It's ready to go. I'm so excited about it. When I do release the full videos, I will be including bloopers that I had while recording. Because because I think you guys will get a kick out of me talking to myself. Because it is kind of hilarious. I literally need the background. Are you joking? That's so annoying. I'll just guess. You know what? We're just gonna guess. Welcome to me literally half-assing it on live stream. Because at the end of the day, y'all are gonna see this for 0.2 seconds, and I need to move on with my life. I also forgot his stupid stubble. God damn it all. It matters so much. Stupid, dumb little details like this. Also, can we just appreciate, like, how, like, many times that I've in Persona Project so far, I keep forgetting that cell phones don't freaking exist yet, dude. I have drawn people with cell phones, and I'm just like, my brother in Christ, they don't exist. We have not the technology yet. It is 1999. We do not have cell phones. We have cord house phones. We have those little dumb dial, like, clickety little circle thingy phones. I don't even know the name of because I'm literally Gen Z. Why would I need to know that? But the amount of times I have forgotten the, like, time period this was in, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that doesn't exist yet. Let me erase that. I drew a flat screen TV in the background of one, and I was like, is he okay? Like, there is literally no such thing. That does not exist yet. Oh my god. So, like, it's been really fun trying to remember, like, what people wore, what their hairstyles were like. Like, I drew, like, a cop in one, and, like, I gave him a mullet because I was like, oh yeah, that was, like, a thing back then. Oh shoot. And I had to, like, Google, like, outfits of, like, what people wore back then, and, like, dang. Rotary phone! Thank you so much, Bonnie. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. That. God help me. Oh, goodness. See, I didn't get my first phone until I was in middle school, too, so, we won't be seeing that until Blackbird's era, which, oh my god, do I got some preparation to do for Blackbird's era, because, like, y'all are not ready. She was... you can't see, like, my actual fit. Let me try to find, like, an expression that, like, yeah, this. She was... yeah. Like, girl was messed up. I like to think of the eras, if I could put the eras into, like, emotions, right? Like, if I derail this entire thing I'm drawing. If we have, like, Wild Child. Wild Child's, like, happiness. Like, unbridled, just happiness, just joy, wonder. Just, world is beautiful. Blackbird is just freaking anger, dude. Blackbird is pissed. Blackbird realizes all the stuff that happened, and it's not so wonderful anymore. Blackbird is like, I'm fighting for my boundaries and my own justice and, like, all this, like... Blackbird was a freaking fighter, dude.
Another dono.
Aww!
Wanted to let you know how collectively proud we are of you, Holly.
Aww!
So happy for your healing journey. $1 for every year I've been a fan of yours.
Aww!
I wish you nothing but all the love and joy you deserve.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. Thank you. Oh, this has been a wild healing journey. I never thought I would ever, like, publicly put it out there, like, but here we are. Thank you so much, Busy. Damn, 7 years? God. I can't believe I've been on YouTube for that long. Oh, that's crazy. Man, I don't even want to think about it. I feel ancient. 2016 is like so freaking forever ago, man. Yeah, we don't talk about what happened in middle school. You're absolutely right, Blue Streak. That is exactly what happened. What was the talk? Oh, Parker is just sadness, dude. Parker's like the depression after the anger. I don't know, like, if this is just an autism experience, but for me, I would have these, like, giant, like, explosive meltdowns where I'd, like, destroy just everything. And then I'd, like, throw myself on the floor, and then I'd just be, like, in deep sadness afterwards. It'd be, like, the anger, and then the sadness would follow. So, like, Parker's the sadness that follows the anger, and Parker's, like, just very sad, kind of wet cat, kind of energy, kind of moping about being emo. Because, like, I was a teenager, so, like, yeah. Holly, I would say it's insecurity. Which is a very specific emotion compared to, like, happy, anger, sad. Holly was just, like, the epitome of, I'm not traumatized or autistic or chronically ill. I'm fine. I'm definitely straight. I'm hetero, I'm cis, I'm everything society wants me to be. I'm so awesome. And I'm like, girl, you're not. Girl, you're not. Girl, you're not. She was hiding so much, man. I did not spell insecurity right. Just to ignore that. And then, Hailey, I need to differentiate these two. Hailey is, like, peace. Which is so freaking weird, because it was like the time in my life where I feel like I was most at war, but most at peace at the same time. It was a very conflicting time, but overall I think it was peace. Robin, I'm just gonna say tired. I'm just so damn tired. It's like, I call Robin the survivor, because Robin's the one that's like doing all the healing and crap, and it's just really exhausting. So that would be my summary of Era's emotions. That was the summary no one asked for, but they got anyway. No one asked. There you go. The denial era is so real. Dude, I feel like it's like such a neurodivergent experience, like at some point for you to just go and be like, thank you for subscribing! Whoever that was, I'm looking wife. But, it's just a neurodivergent experience to, at one point, completely mask up and try so desperately hard to do the thing that everybody wants you to do. And then they get mad because you're not doing it right, because you can't do it right, because you don't know how to do it right. And you, like, never will because you can't, because you're neurodivergent, and they know, and you know, and they won't ever let it go, and it's like, it's the most painful freaking thing. The growing pains of that one was so real. Oh my goodness. Planetina. Thank you for subscribing. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is a lot. Oh yeah, Maddie, you're bringing up a good point. I used to do a couple events back in the day. I want to say that was during the Holly era. Or it was like early Parker. Like very early Parker. Because like, weird enough, like I identify like Holly as like the one that's like started the YouTube. But Parker, I think, might have had a little bit to do with the start. Man, the amount of layers this is gonna need. Why did I draw it like this? Yeah, it's gonna be sweet when it's done, but like, why am I doing this to myself? I always know how to make the most complicated freaking angles. Oh, man. Oh, I guess I could talk about some of the design choices I had for the characters, because I think that'd be kind of fun. Ink Dude, welcome! You're never late. You're always fashionably late and fashionably on time. You're fine. Jules! Don't even say that! Yes, I remember that. I remember that. Yeah. I'm just so glad we're all neurodivergent here and we can all just express the freaking pain of having to deal with being in a neurotypical world that wasn't built for us. Okay. Oh, the I'm a dead fish video, Maddie? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That was just me complaining because, like, I just felt like I couldn't freaking keep up. And, like, yeah, I couldn't. Like, there is no way, like, I was gonna satisfy everybody on the internet. And, like, I had such a hard time tackling that feeling because, like, Holly was a perfectionist like no other. Holly was, like, determined to be perfect in all ways. And so, like, when I'd get any remote, just any tiny bit of criticism on my videos, or like somebody like hated my videos, or like a video wasn't doing as well as I thought, or blah blah blah, like the most toxic YouTuber mindset crap you've ever heard in your life. Like, as soon as that would happen, I would just like panic. Like, poor little Holly did not understand that, like, it was okay to, like, not please everyone, but, like, it drove her insane. It was just so sad. Oh, Haunted Lover Boy! I know the Olympics is, like, happening right now, and, like, poor timing on my part, I guess. Like, oh, I guess the Olympics is more important, I guess. Which, I'm totally kidding. You guys enjoy your sports. I don't sport, so enjoy your sport. Have fun with sport. This live stream will always be up. You can always watch it later. You're all good. Oh, man. Oh, there's so much to, like, discover when it comes to being neurodivergent, because it's, like, such a broad term. Like, it's such a broad spectrum, and, like, I feel like nowadays it's definitely getting a lot more talked about, which is wonderful. Which is super, and, like, definitely 100% needed. But yeah, it's really hard when you're, like, first discovering it, because it's, like, you finally have answers, and you're like, oh my god, that's why I do XYZ, this is, like, this explains everything, why I struggled in school, and why people called me weird, and blah blah blah, and, like, I didn't know why, and it kind of fills in some puzzle pieces, but then it opens up more questions, and then you end up going down this, like, rabbit hole of, like, self-discovery. And it's great, but there's a lot of growing pains to come with it. PetPyves livestream is my Olympic sport. Let's freaking go! The Olympic sport of trauma. How much trauma can you withstand? It's like a giant weight. You have to, like, hold it up, and I'm like, ah, fucking strong. No, I don't know. Or, like, fastest animator on goddamn Earth, dude. I animated, you guys. The 7 episodes that I released of the Persona project, I animated one a day for a week. I got one done every single day for a week. And then I was like, cool, I've got a whole season's worth of content, I'll just drop it. Like, are you joking? Are we, like, so for real right now? Like, I animated that in, like, no time. And, like, that stuff is, like, lip synced, man. Like, what? Like, I'm insane! Trauma Olympic sport. No, no, Jules, you're so right. The torch, you know when they go to light the torch? Here, I'll draw, like, a picture to show you what I mean. They, like, you have, like, this thing that you, like, light with a torch, right? Like, here's the torch guy. Very detailed little torch guy. The torch is more detailed than him. Okay, but, like, imagine, for a moment, this is me, curled up in there, and they, like, and that's the sport, is being lit on fire, and I'm gonna sit there and see how long you can withstand it, right? Wouldn't that be awesome? I'm just saying. I'm so joking. Please don't light yourselves on fire. What the hell? I swear to God, if the amount of crap I say on live stream if like younger people are watching this, please don't do half the crap I say as a joke. Please, God, your parents are gonna be like at my door. Like, oh my. I am so /J. I am never /SRS about lighting yourself on fire and stuff. Please, God. Oh my God. I'm just reading all y'all's million bajillions of messages. I'm sorry if I missed anything. Also, if you guys have questions about literally anything from the project, feel free to ask in the chat and I will answer away. Also, I think somebody subscribed at some point. I'm sorry if I missed that, but thank you, Elijah, for subscribing. I can't keep up today. Oh. Holly, that's how you die. Yeah, that's the end of Persona Project. Spoilers, guys! Spoilers! Spoilers, I get lit on fire in the Olympics and the little torch little thingy. What? Oh, goodness. There was something else I was gonna be like, oh yeah, I should talk about that on a live stream. Well, I guess I could go episode by episode. Obviously the intro is really fun. I had so much fun. Actually, pause the project we're working on. I am going to open up the projects and talk about them in depth now. Alright, where's the intro? Boom! It's a big file. These are big files. Alright, so I freaking loved this shot so much. Actually, I can actually take away the this. Where are the bubbles? Oh, okay. I love this shot a lot because, like, oh, it's like all of the babies! I loved them! Even comfort crabs there! I'm like, oh, I love them so much! Oh yeah! I was gonna talk about the design! I'm so freaking scatterbrained today, dog. Blue streak, you're right. We're gonna derail exact. We're gonna just keep derailing until, like, there's no more rails. Okay, I will go into the designs very quickly. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna pull up a concept page and show you guys some concepts. These are the first concepts. So, I kind of... Okay, this is really interesting. Hold on, now we're getting into it. Now you asked for it. I'll do the designs while I answer some other questions here. Ink Dude, there was an autism diagnosis for me. It was just, brutally ignored by the adults in my life because they which wanted me to be a perfect little, normal little girl. They did not want me to be, different or more difficult to care for, quote unquote. I was fine, quote unquote. There was nothing wrong with me, quote unquote. So yes, I do have a diagnosis, but, that wasn't really, that didn't really mean very much because nobody cared. When we see the characters when the project is over. Yes! When the project is over, I have a whole segment planned of all the eras interacting. I have a whole segment planned where it's gonna be all the eras talking to each other. And it's gonna be super rad. Like, they're all gonna have these, like, amazing little interactions that talk about viewing, like, certain aspects of, like, things that happened, and, like, oh, it's gonna be super rad. So, like, yeah, we are gonna get, like, a whole season of, like, interactions and stuff, so, like, they're not gonna be gone forever. Don't worry. And, like, obviously they live on in me, so, like, they're here right now. Aww. Aww, Elderberry Oak, thank you! That's so cool! Thanks for stopping by for the live stream, that's pretty rad. I'm glad a lot of people are being introduced to my silly little frog self, my little frog child. Okay, but the reason why Wild Child is a frog is because the way that I worked on these characters... How do I concisely explain this? I'm trying to take a moment to think about that, actually. So, okay, here we go. It started off like this. I made a map of my childhood room as if it was going to be in an RPG. Because I can recall details, like, extremely well. So I decided I was going to draw out my whole entire room for when I was in Wild Child's era, basically. And I was doing this because I was feeling really nostalgic for it. Like, over here I had a toy chest that I drew with Sharpie, all over it. I had this little dog that would say a really creepy Christian prayer to me every night before I went to bed. That's my little doggy named Spot. I had this ugly Minnie Mouse toy. It was like a plastic head that glue in the dark, but then the body was made of plush. It was horrible. Here's the little sunshine on the wall that never got finished. I feel like everybody had this goddamn desk. Like, this stupid, very specific desk from their childhood. I don't know if that's just me or what, but like, yeah. Got some I Spy books. This was my beanbag that I really liked. I'm doing a whole episode on this lamp. This lamp is really significant. This is my little Elmo toy. You've already seen it pop up a couple times. I love that stupid damn Elmo. It's so ugly. My room was clown themed, so there's lots of clowns. Don't ask about the clowns. I don't know. But this is like my room, right? And like it was this ugly green. Like, I mean, it was this green. I'm not even joking. It was violently green. So then when I was designing Wild Child, I just literally took the color from the room and just, boom, popped it on the character. And I'm like, I decided that every single era was gonna have a color motif based off of my room color at the time. Because my room is a really important place to me. My room was like my only kind of safe place, even though I was locked in it all the time. Yeah, locked in there with clowns, no less. What the literal hell? Dude. But, it was my safe place, and so I'm like, man, a lot of my identity came from, like, the place I was in, and it was, like, the only kind of secure thing I had, because people and circumstances were changing rapidly, but, like, the place never changed. Like, I moved once, and then I never moved again. So the place became the stable part of my life. My room became stability. And so that was like a huge part of me. So I was like, man, I gotta make these characters based off of the room colors. So Wild Child is a frog because I was like, okay, well, if some creature, because I knew they were all gonna be like little creatures and little fun things for me to draw, because I didn't want to draw like things that were boring to me. And I was like, you know, a frog makes a lot of sense too, because there's a clear distinction from a baby frog to an adult frog. Like, tadpoles have little tails. Oh my, do I love animating tails, for one thing. So I was like, well, duh. I mean, I love that. But also, it just made a lot of sense because she just, to me, the frog fits so well. Like, I couldn't think of any other animal. I didn't want to make her a cat because she, like, you'll find out later. She obviously gets really hyperfixated on cats, and she thinks she's a cat. She, like, pretends she's a cat. So I was like, it wouldn't make sense if she was a cat pretending she was a cat, because that wouldn't make much sense. So, like, now she's a frog and thinks she's a cat, and now it's funnier that way. But I also just really enjoyed the sound effects aspect of it, because I was like, oh my god, I can add these little croaks and these little, like, chirps, these little froggy noises, and they'll be, like, really fun to animate her little cheeks puffing up when she's mad. And I just realized how, like, expressive, because, like, I always knew I was gonna cover her eyes. Don't you dare meow in my fucking chat! Did I just get a meow? Warriors cats meow! Oh my god, no! Meow! That just derailed everything. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Meow! Okay, anyways. Oh god, thank you for subscribing, Spooky. That is very cool. Love the username. That's actually really cool. What is going on in the chat? Cat poll. Frog cat. Yeah, I don't know. What was I saying? Oh yeah! Her eyes were always gonna be covered because I only wanted her eyes to show in like really pivotal moments, like really intense moments, because I feel like the reason why her eyes are covered is because she's blind to like a lot of this crap that's going on. She's very blind. She's very much in her own world. And also, as a child, I just did have extremely unruly, curly, floofy, frizzy hair that nobody could touch. So like that part was just actually true to like who I was. I also would never stop wearing overalls. I was constantly wearing overalls. And covered in mud. But no shoes, ever. But yeah, I really wanted her to still be expressive despite her eyes being covered, because eyes are the windows to the soul. So eyes are very, and when it comes to art, they're very expressive. And to cover up the eyes, I had to make sure that she was still a very dynamic character in showing her emotions, despite that. So that's why I decided to do the cheeks, and I decided to make her lip syncing really emotional, and her tail being indicators of emotion, and she's got really expressive body language instead to kind of make up for the lack of eyes. So that's pretty much the breakdown of Wild Child's design. I went with the green because of my room color from that era, and the rest just kind of fell into place. Rocky is going to be my brother, Evan. Every single character has been obviously altered, and their names have been covered up because, like, we don't need to go and, first of all, like, I don't know, dox me, that would be bad. Please don't do that. Or, I don't know, dox anybody involved. That would not be good either. This is, like, for their protection. They don't goddamn deserve it, most of them. I mean, my brother does, obviously. But, like, the really crappy adults obviously don't really deserve protection. They deserve to be attacked, but we're not gonna do that because we're the better people. That's not part of the healing. Part of the healing process isn't going and lighting people's houses on fire, okay? As cathartic as that would be, we cannot do that in our society today. I'm sorry. But alas, for everyone's protection, they're just called what I called them at the time. So yeah, I definitely had to, like, sit down with myself because I was like, at the time, I called my parents mommy and daddy. And, oh, the internet is a horrifying and terrible and awful and horrible and awful and terrible and horrifying and scary and awful, horrible, awful place. And I was like, if I call these people mommy and daddy, are people gonna start making weird comments about that? Or are they gonna realize that this is a, like, 2-year-old child and they're gonna be mature about this? I hope to God they're gonna be mature about this because I'm being mature about this. So I went with it anyway because I was like, you know what? Fine. Sorry, Devin. I know. Sorry, Devin. Devin's the most excited to light everyone's houses on fire. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right, Blue Streak. Being the better person is good for you, unfortunately. Ugh. But yeah, Rocky is my brother. He has this prize stuffed animal named Tiggy, who wears striped pajamas. Rocky never, ever, ever, ever gets out of his goddamn swimsuit. He's literally always in a swimsuit. Always. Just always. He also had, like, unruly, poofy hair, so I decided, since to make us look a little bit more like siblings, to give Rocky more of that, except, you know, just slightly different. Not as unruly, but you could tell we're siblings. As far as mom goes, which I want to put this out there just real quick, I don't like calling her that. In present day, I call her by her full legal name because she is not my mom. But I will say mom for the sake of not saying her full legal name. So just so you know, it makes me extremely uncomfortable to call her that. And when I call her that, I'm not calling her that endearingly. I'm not calling her my mom because, like, I love her and she was my mom. I'm calling her my mom to protect her name to not be something else. So, she's not my mom, for the record. I'm just watching the chat, sorry. Also, goodness, thank you for the subscriptions, everyone. I saw Living Black Cat Productions and Sam Lasher. And, oh wow, the text is just having a fun time on screen. We're just gonna ignore that for now. Oh, Nova, thank you. Wow. Oh, goodness. This is kind of nuts. As far as, mom's design goes, again, we are in the 90s. I went for some, like, of those, like, kind of, like, really high-rise, like the jeans that you wear all the way up to, like, your chest for her, because I think that's what she mostly wore. But her favorite color is purple. And originally in her design, I was gonna put a crown because she, like, rules with an iron fist, I guess I'll say, in the nicest way possible. She is kind of a prissy kind of princess, I guess. But in the end, I changed her design slightly to have stripes instead, because I was like, because Wild Child has spots. So the opposite of spots is stripes. And she's quite literally the most opposite thing I could think of in this whole entire world to me. So I just based her off of what she kind of looked like when I was growing up. Always wearing those mom shoes, the mom jeans, the hair up, you know, 90s kind of thing. And then for my dad, oh man, the shirt was such a hard thing for me, right? Because there was one shirt that I would obsess over that my dad would wear, and it was just this yellow shirt that had Cheerios on it. Like, it just had a single Cheerio in the center, like the cereal. Like a single Cheerio. Just a giant graphic tee of, of a Cheerio. And I freaking loved that stupid dumb shirt, and every time he'd wear it, I'd be like, the Cheerio shirt, yay! And I get so excited. And so I wanted to, like, put it into the Persona project, but, like, ew, god, the colors were clashing so bad, and, like, it made more sense for him to be wearing his electrician, like, his electric company shirt, because of how much he worked. I really wanted it to be, like, it's, like, literally his entire identity. I wanted it to be, like, on his character 24/7, because, like, he was constantly working. I ended up changing a lot. This was the concept design. I just changed the color palette a little bit to match. Like, I put the yellow on the hat, and I gave him orange pants instead. He always wore swim trunks, too. I guess that's where my brother got it from. And flip-flops, because... Florida. Always wearing hat and sunglasses, as Wild Child stated. He was just, like, that dude, man. Like, he was just, like, that surfer bro. Like, he was just that drummer, very chilled out, like, mellow kind of guy. Like, he's just the dude ever. I don't know how else to describe him. Oh man. But yeah, not much changed about his design. He had super long hair when I was growing up. That was just kind of the style back then. And there's little Ozzy! Ozzy! Oh, I can't wait. That's the first episode of season 2. We had a family dog named Ozzy. He was a blue heeler, shepherd mix. And he was, like, the most ancient being by the time I was born. Oh my god, he was so old, dude. He was blind and deaf. Like, he was struggling, when I was born. He did not live that long. I didn't really get to know him all that well. But he was our family dog. And, these are my dad's parents, my nanny and papa. Their designs pretty much stayed the same. Not much really to say about them other than I really tried to give you guys paint the picture of old Christian white people as best as I could with frogs. That's a statement. I tried my best to paint a picture of Christian old white people as frogs. Hopefully that makes sense. In some universe, which is our universe. Gosh, and colors is a very 90s thing. Devin, you're right, but I don't want to try. I don't look. I have to stare at these images for hours. I'm like, no. They turned the freaking frogs gay! You know how many times I've said that? Every time Wild Child, I had her looking up at the rainbow on the walls, like, they turned the freaking frogs gay! I was dying. Thank you for subscribing, Aquarius Sketches. That's a cool name. Dang, you guys have cool names. Oh my god, that's so funny. Yeah, but yeah, not much to say about these people. Other than my papa liked to do magic tricks, and it was super freaking rad. I swear to you on my life, I will take this to my grave, he's the autistic one. He's the one. He's where I got it from. I'm just telling you right now, it came from that side of the family, and it came from him. He autistic, he don't know it though. Like, I swear to God. Like, he in permanent denial, but I'm telling you that's where it came from, is that man right there. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And my dad probably has a little bit of it. He's probably got a little bit of the I don't like saying it because it's a little cringe, but touch of the tism. He's got a little bit of it, okay? I think that's where it comes from, just for the record. This is like the pipeline, I feel. Let's see. Oh yeah, and then my Mimi and Papa. My pop-ups design, his name, okay, to clarify, if I ever get confusing here. His name was also Papa. Like, both my papas were called Papa, which was really freaking confusing. So I decided to call one of them Pop-Pop, so that way you guys wouldn't get so goddamn confused as to who I'm talking about. Like, I'm talking to my brother, the way I say Papa, it's either like Papa or Papa. And it's like, okay, I know which one you're talking about, but you guys are not gonna have any freaking idea if I say that. So Pop-Pop, I changed his design because originally I was gonna have them all just be green frogs, but then I was like, dude, there's so many other types of colors of frogs out there, like I wanna do like a tomato frog really bad, and my Pop-Pop had a tomato garden, so I was like, dude, he's gonna be a tomato frog. So I ended up changing his design to be a tomato frog because of his tomato garden, and I'm very happy about that. He, unfortunately, oh god, I need water. Hold on. Alright. Stop trying to save my project. Okay. Pop-Pop, I drew him in a wheelchair. He was basically, like, he was not very able-bodied, he didn't walk very much, he mostly sat in, like, his armchair. He did get a wheelchair later on in life, but for most of his life, he just didn't move, he just wasn't very ambulatory, which is fine. I'm just gonna depict him in a wheelchair, because that's how I remember him anymore. But just for the record, he wasn't in a wheelchair most of his life, he just couldn't move from the one chair he was in, basically. He could, like, hobble to the bathroom and back, and that was kind of it. So, just for the record, posture check. I have a great posture. I have, like a special little pillow that's in my chair that keeps my back from being shrimped. Which makes sense if you know what if you're an artist, you know what I mean. But, my Mimi, she is, Native American, and I've been seeing this a lot in the episode, like, comments. They're like, oh my god, why didn't you know? And I'll get into it. I really will. I think they really wanted me to call my Mimi Meemaw, but Maw was, like, a really hard thing for me to say, I guess. So I just did the Mimi instead of the Meemaw. And so Mimi, and like, it's funny because when I type out Mimi, it looks like meme. So like most of my life, it was just me writing meme all over things, like for meme. Love me. And it's like hilarious looking back now, because if I have anything from that era, there's just like meme written on stuff, and I'm like, ah, that is for Mimi, not to meme. Memes didn't exist yet. But yeah, I'll talk more about her when I get to the episode. And then this is a character we haven't met yet. It's like literally gonna be a further out character, but we eventually did get another dog. Let's just say that didn't go very well. We'll talk about that when it comes up. But these are the concepts of the characters. Hopefully that gives you the full in-depth analysis you were looking for here. But back to our little frame-by-frame, boy oh boy, it was really hard because I have a different line art, you can see it on the palette I have right here. I have a different line art color for every character. So it gets like really hard to draw all of them in, like, the same spot. Because I was like, oh, they're all different line arts, but, like, look how stinking cute this little animation is. Are you joking? I obviously went crazy on the tail animations, but, like, dude. I love them. I love them. I love them so much. Ugh. Parker! Ah! Parker's such a sweet baby boy! I can't wait for you guys to meet all these characters. Holly, I have the most resentment towards. I'm just like, you fake little faker. I don't like you. But like, she just, she's got, Freaking Hailey, dude. Love that bitch. Oh my god. She's so cute with her little dinosaur. Everything. OMG. And freaking Robin being so cool. I don't know why this became the thumbnail. Like, I was like, really mad that I couldn't pick my own thumbnail in shorts. I was like, wow, YouTube, that's really freaking lame. Also, I need to show you guys this. Persona project, because it was the personal project, but then I saw Persona in it. AKA the story of my life. Except I am extra in animating it, lol. Just thought I'd put this out into the world, that that's what that says. Oh, yo, Eliza, what a great time. Also, I don't know if I said hello to Clumsy Loaf. Welcome. Oh, Holly gives Willow vibes because, that was the era that I made 12, actually, so it's for a reason. And also, I had a- Oh, you're gonna make me pull out my old Persona on live stream, aren't you? God damn it. Hold on. I might have the Persona on hand. I might not. Just everyone shut up. I'm pulling out my Persona. Shut up. Everyone be quiet. Quiet in the chat. We're pulling out the Persona. Oh, God. Oh, wow! I found art older than I expected. Yeah, we're not gonna get into that right now. Yeah, I don't even know where that would be. OCs? I have all my folders very, very, very much organized. Like, almost overly organized. Animals. What is that? That's not organized at all. No! Hold on, I know I can find this. I'm gonna lose my freaking mind. Humans? They would not be in the human folder. It's a furry, guys. Why would it be in the human folder? Other question mark? What is happening? Why are my folders so messed up? I can't believe I'm digging for my Persona right now. Oh, there it is! Yep, I found it. Ooh, okay. I have animations! Wow, okay. You guys are gonna get the full scoop on Holly's character here. LOL. This was like where the inspiration came from, right? If you've been on my channel a while, you've probably seen this damn cat before. You've probably seen this damn cat. This is her. This was my Persona named Holly. Oh wow. Oh, there's so much art of her. This is kind of nuts. Oh, this is so sad. It's just so sad to me. I have this edgy animation I apparently made of her. Which is like, honestly, it's really good. And I hate that. It was like a vent thing. Man. But yeah, Holly was my little Persona. This is how old it is, by the way. I used to have a different Persona named Kitty, who looks like that! What piss-colored fucking Persona from hell! Oh god. Oh god, I just messed up the music. I was laughing so hard I hit the keyboard. Oh, sorry. Yeah. But Holly's been around for a while. To say the very least. And I also found this image, which is really interesting. It's like the eras before the eras existed. It's like, despite everything, it's still you. Oh man, this is like the unfiltered version of Persona Project right here. So like, there's Wild Child. But oh my god, I still love these little pants that had little like sea creatures on them. And then like, Blackbird was like this freaking silly band hoarder, freaking Naruto, freaking lover from hell. And then freaking Parker being super depressed, dude. Oh, the poor thing. And then like Holly, and then like Hailey. I'm like, dang! It's like super crazy. Hold on, wait. Comparison time. I think I nailed that crap, man. I think I got this down, dude. Oh man, that's so crazy to look at. So yeah, needless to say, I have been thinking about doing this project for an extremely long time. Man. But, oh yeah, the intro was like, interesting because it made me have to think about what characters were around when. And it's like, wow, these are the characters before 12, and these are the characters during Origins, and then the only character left is like post Brightside, which I don't know what to do with my life now. That's why Robin looks horrified. But I did love this. This shot was really fun. Like, damn. Also, why is Robin slightly taller than me? That's kind of stupid. We're the same person. Just saying. Don't know why I did that. I just... Hold on. I'm trying to get back to my on track here. We're not on track. We're never on track. Alright. For the next couple things I'm going to talk about, content warning. Here, I'll put up my little sad face. I'm gonna talk about, with this extremely happy music in the background, we're gonna talk about the first episode, the one that's called Curse. Let me turn off some of the layers so you don't get horrified and overstimmed like I do. Yeah, this is a real thing that happened. It's not good. Yeah, the layers are still really scary. There we go. It's a little better. I'm gonna turn off the that. Okay, this frame messed me up, guys. This frame messed me the heck up because I was like, this sounds kind of stupid and dumb, but like I never thought about how my parents reacted. Cause like I was so much focused on like what had happened to me, and I was like, life sucks, you know, but like I never thought about like, whoa, I had to like sit there and draw like how they felt and what they looked like and what they were wearing, and like, did they look at the TV and they saw our family up there? Like, it was a horrifying thing to have to like draw. Like, it struck something in me because I was like, I guess I never thought about it. Like, I guess it's hard, right? It's hard to like humanize the villains in your life. Like, these people suck, and like I don't want to think about them having real emotions. But yeah, it was scary having to like think about how they felt and their reactions and having to like animate even their little eyes shaking. I was like, wow, this is really painful now. Like, it wasn't that painful before because I didn't like these people, but now like now they have they're people, and that sounds really rough, but like it's the damn truth. But yeah, I really did not enjoy making this one, but I did enjoy this shot because I really want to emphasize something. These two look very similar Okay. I can't tell you, my entire life I was told, you look just like your aunt. You look just like auntie. Like, wonderful. Like, yeah, great. I want to look like a murderer. Fantastic. Wonderful thing to put into my head my entire life. So, yeah. Yeah, I really do, unfortunately, look like her. And I don't like that. So I had to make sure I had this shot in there. Depressed frog, that is the most beautifully, wonderfully timed sub I've ever seen in my entire life. Thank you, God bless! But yeah, it is a little rough. It's kind of like... I don't know, it was a weird comparison for me growing up. Because they always said it with so much pride too, like, oh, you look just like your aunt, oh my gosh, you're so cute, blah blah blah. And it was like disturbing in like the far future, looking back and being like, haha, they really just compared me to a murderer. I was literally 4. What? What? But this was also an interesting shot. I had to change this one. This one was actually in reference to something that happened in real life. So, how do I explain this? I went to vacation Bible school every summer as a kid, and it's the same one that my cousins used to go to before, you know, they got, yeah. And they had put a plaque down, like, in the garden of this church, like this very specific plaque with my cousin's name on it. And it said, in loving memory of his name. And then I remember, like, riding my little bicycle, like, in circles around the area. And, like, kids would come up to me and be like, what are you doing? And I was like, that's my cousin. I'm sad. Because he died. And they'd be like, oh. And then they'd, like, walk away and, like, I'd be sad and sitting alone. But I remember, like, specifically, like, trying to spend time with my cousin by doing this, by, like, circling my little bike around and, like, sitting with him in a way. This is really fucked up, I'm sorry. I told you, content warning. But I had to change this shot because, like, the plaque was really bizarre. It was almost like a stepping stone, like a garden stepping stone, and, like, I couldn't really write it, and it wouldn't make any sense to anyone. It would just be Wild Child sitting sadly next to, like, a rock, and I was like, okay, well, it's not really gonna make a lot of sense. So then I decided to make it, like, an actual, just like, okay, this is a grave, because this will get the point across much better than whatever I was going to try and draw. But yeah, there was like I have CPTSD. It's not just trauma, it's complex trauma. It's like layers and layers and layers and layers and layers. So there was like a huge part of my childhood where like I just genuinely thought this was my fault. And that is a totally normal trauma response, by the way. Like to something as gigantic that has happened, like it is a normal thing to like internalize and like feel shame for and try to like give it a reason, like, oh, I must be the reason because I'm autistic and I'm wrong, and if I wasn't born, my cousin wouldn't have died, and blah blah blah. So like you try to find like reasons when there isn't a reason. And so I don't really blame myself so much as a kid for being all like trauma plus. God damn it, that's so funny, dude. You're so right, it is trauma plus, god damn it. But yeah, there was like a huge part of my life where I was just like this is a curse, like, and it just kept trickling down and trickling down and trickling down, and like the effects just literally ruined my whole life, like literally. So this was like the very like split second of depiction of that guilt that I lived with. And that is the first episode. And I'm sorry for opening with that, but like that literally happened when I was born, dude. Like I wish it was a happier opening, but it's just not. Oh, so sad. Well, okay, on to some happier things, why don't we? Let's do some happier things now. So, oh, the first memories. I love doing this animation because I have this whole separate layer of like, oh, the freaking audio's on. Of like the little, the leaves going by in the window. I had so much fun with it. Also, I can't draw cars. Like, it should be pretty goddamn obvious that I can't draw cars, but like, yeah, we did our best here, alright. Also, frick that steering wheel animation. I tried so hard and it just looks like crap. We're just not gonna talk about it. But now I'm drawing attention to it, so now you're never gonna not look at it. I'm so dumb. I loved this animation so much. It is so fun. I had so much fun with this one, like... Oh man, I think the thing that I was trying to emphasize the most about these episodes that Wild Child is, like, talking about, is like, it's from a very childlike perspective. So like, to her, she's like,
We don't have a couch, we just have a drum set, and it's so cool.
and it's like, yeah, it's so freaking rad, dude. But in reality, it's like, dude, we don't have a couch. Dude, we're poor. We're so poor. Dad spent all of our money on a freaking drum set instead of furniture. That's what that means, child. But like, to her, she's like, this is so cool. So like, why crush that, right? Like I'm just like, freaking run with it, girlfriend. Slay. Slay, girl. Enjoy your drum set. So like, it's just, oh man. I would like sit there and play those drums too, and I grew up to become a very musical person because of it. So it's like, I only saw the good in stuff when I was a kid, and I really wanted to make sure that came across. Like I really wanted people to see that, like, to her, life was just this wonderful, amazing, like, super cool. Everything was so awesome, and everything was so new and unexplored, and like, just fun, and like, meanwhile, there's my dad who's just like, I don't even know what to describe him. He'd be like what I would call like a classic 90s Chad dude. Like, he liked rock music, playing the drums, and surfing. And he said stuff like radical and bro and dude, and that's why I say stuff like that. Like, he would his freaking thing was saying far out, man. Like, he'd say far out, man. Like, what? Who says that? Oh man. But like, I don't know, that's just like what I grew up around. Oh man, and these shots were so fun. This was at my nanny's house. She had this bird fountain thing that I was like obsessed with. I'd like make little leaves float in there. That's literally exactly like from my childhood. And like, this will get explained later, but this is alluding, all of these, everything I put in the backgrounds is actually alluding to something else that comes up in the future, which is really cool. So like, if you pay attention to the details, it like actually matters. Oh, you're a dude kind of guy. I know, right? I know, right? Also, thank you, Ilium, for subscribing. But, this is like a forest that will come back later. Something really interesting happens here. I love this worm! Appreciation for this freaking goddamn worm, dude. He has wormy vibes from SpongeBob. I love this little freaking worm. He has so much expression. He's looking at Wild Child so lovingly. Look at the love in those, in that worm, and the not eyes. It doesn't have eyes. Look at the love in that worm. He looked up. He said, "I'm a flatworm," and then he goes, "What?" I'm obsessed with this stupid worm. I love him. I love him so much. He's like maybe 7 frames of animation, but goddamn, I would die for this worm, dude. That's all. That's all. Worm PSA over. And then there was this pond near my house that was really significant as well, so I added that into the mix. And I really tried to pick a color palette that I felt was very Florida to me. Like, I wanted it to feel very, like, dark, because, like, Florida's just, like, dense. Like, it's really dense, dude. Like, dark and full of so much danger. I really wanted that essence to come out here. Did you ever play with roly-polies? We didn't have roly-polies in Florida. Surprisingly. We had other types of bugs. Like, we had this one bug that was called a Doodle bug. And it would essentially, like, make these little, like, sand pits. Like, it would, like, do these little circles in the sand to where it would go, like... How do I... Hold on. I'm an artist. I can draw what I'm trying to describe here. So, like, doodle bugs were, like, these little freaking guys that looked like this. And they'd, like, make these little, like, sand pits where they would, like, go all the way down. And they'd wait down here and they'd bury themselves. And then other little bugs would, like, crawl in and fall down and they'd eat them. So those were, like, kind of like my roly-polies, but I never saw roly-polies in Florida. Or at least in my area. Like, I didn't see them in the area that I grew up in. So. Can it draw? No, it can't. I'm sorry. It's called a doodle bug, but it can't draw. I don't know why they did that. But yeah, and then this shot is, really, honestly, like, how each character tried to feel at home. Like, Holly's glued to the phone. Holly's using the internet to feel at home. Parker's using the book to feel at home. The rest of the characters don't really have one, so they're just kind of sad. But yeah, this is like one of the last times I drew all of them together, and I was like, dang, that doesn't come up very much. A sand lion? Is that what they call them in somewhere else? Because I called them doodle bugs. I don't know if that was even what they were called, it's just something I called them, so I have no idea if there's like an actual term for these bugs. Ugh. Dinking my oiter in between. Alright, so on to the third episode. This one's about the bitch. That I don't want to call mother. The thing that birthed me, unfortunately. That one, the thing. That. Oh god. This one, everyone is like, oh my god, dude, shut up! Okay, shut up, everyone! Shut up, I get it. I get it. I get it. The math ain't mathing. But you have to understand, I was lied to my entire freaking life, dude. I was lied to. Dude, the numbers don't add up because they don't add up because that's what happened to me. I was told, my mother, goddamn, she is such a narcissist, dude. She was like, she would just keep stretching the truth and stretching the truth and stretching the truth to the point that, like, she would just keep saying, I was married to that man for X amount of years. Like, and then it just became 8. Like, 8 was her lucky number, quote unquote. And she swore she was married to him for 8 years. And, like, dude, she was not. Because she would have gotten married at 17. And that's bullshit. And I know that. And I know that. But I was like, Wild Child doesn't know that. Wild Child hears mommy say that they were married for 8 years. And that she so proudly gave birth to her at 25. And that they were 5 years apart. Actually, I had to check with my brother and make sure, because I thought they were 7 years apart. I thought they were 7 years apart because nobody would ever tell me the truth to the point that I don't know what the truth is. So, like, I am so sorry that this episode doesn't make sense and that people are literally lighting that comment section on fire right now because they're like 17 and 22. Oh my god. And I'm like, my dude, yeah, I know. It doesn't make sense because it's not true. Because I was lied to. I'm sorry. Like, I can't go and ask them now. I don't talk to them. Like, I'm sorry. We're just gonna have to deal with the lies. Like, I'm sorry. She lied because she wants attention. She's a very much an attention whore. You'll see. Oh my god. Not to be cursing the. Oh my god. I need to watch my language. I'm on stream. Relax. I'm sorry. I get very, very heated talking about this person, so I'm gonna try and relax a little bit here. Okay. Chill out. Relax. She's not here. Just saying. For the record, I know the math is not correct on that episode. But I decided to leave it that way. I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's just have everybody be confused, because to Wild Child, this is just like a fact. She says it so happily. She just says it so blindly, and it's like clearly not right. And that was kind of the point I was trying to get across, but like the people of the internet don't have media literacy yet. So we just gotta wait for them to catch up, okay? We just gotta wait for people to understand that I am trying to make a point. Like, yes, it's not correct. And that is intentional, because that is what I heard my whole life. I almost put that they were 7 years apart, but then my brother was like, no, please, God, don't. Just put 5. Just put 5. They were actually 5. I'm like, okay. So. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. I just had to get that off my chest because I'm literally every single day of my life getting at least 6 new comments of,
How is that possible?
I'm like, oh my god, it wasn't! She actually got married when she was 19, I think. I think that I don't know. I don't know when they got married. I don't even know if they have a photo album of when they got married. I don't even know if they actually ever got married. I don't know. So anyways, on to this. I love this animation so much of me being beamed down, dude. That's the funniest crap I've ever seen in my entire freaking life. Me being beamed. So funny. I love it. Wee. Wee. I'm going crazy on the sparkle animations. I hope you can tell. Yeah, Dad's always working. I loved Goodnight Moon. That was one of my favorite books growing up, dude. Freaking loved the color palette on that stupid book. God damn. I know I was like, I don't know, like 2 years old, but I could still appreciate a good color palette when I see one. Like, future artist in the making. You can't see it, but I'm tapping my head like I know something. Like, I'm a thinker. Birthed from the heavens. I almost said aliens, because I was reading Alien. That's funny as hell. You have been brought from heaven. Thank God. Except not, because what the hell, God? Why'd you put me with these freaking idiots? Anyways. Yeah, abandonment, obviously, huge theme with Mom. There's my Elmo! Yeah! Let's freaking go! Before his nose got torn off. I'm eventually gonna have his nose be torn off. Because I did tear off his nose. It's a whole thing. This sequence was so annoying to animate, by the way. Good lord, all the bouncing and crap. I was like, God, this is so annoying. Literally evil. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh, another subscriber. Welcome, everyone. Goodness gracious. Got the address wrong. Technological. Please, that's so funny. Heaven beaming me down. Oh crap. Wrong address. Oh crap, that poor kid. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, this is like so genuine. This kid had so much resentment for her mother. Holy crap, this kid would sit there and like get so sassy about like Mom always being on the phone. Mom's always talking to her friends. Like, oh, little girl. Like, she already knew that this was unfair. She already knew. Oh. It was really fun too, because all of the background characters I'm designing are like based off of woodland creatures, because like they're obviously they're like frogs. I have like a lot of frogs, foxes, rabbits, and wolves are like a main reoccurring thing as far as woodland creatures go. And I was having so much fun just designing random people. Oh, and the whole chat blew up when I freaking posted this one. They're like, "You're autistic! I'm autistic too! Oh my god!" It was like so lovely. Everybody was just like, "Oh my god!" And like, I feel so seen, and like, there's nothing wrong with you. You're not wrong for that. And I'm like, you're so right, dude. I have that self-love now. But like, when I was a kid, I did not. I was seriously shamed for it. And I love this little, like, animation little boo. It's so cute. And I love her little cheeks when I did the lip sync for that. Being puffed up. Oh, it was so fun. Evil. Evil. This is the shot ever. This is the indicator that you should know that, like, this is the villain of the story right here. Boom. Done. Foreshadowing. I mean, if this shot isn't enough, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, it should be pretty evident based off of, like, the many stories I have told that, like, I have, like, chronic mommy issues. Like, Rose's mom. Hello? Hello? From 12? Oh no. There's so many bad moms. There's like no moms in Brightside. I'm like the opposite of Pokemon games where they always have like all you have is a mom and no dad. I'm just like mine are always the dads. Ebony, best dad ever, dude. Ebony's the dad ever. Cinder, super good dad figure. Bro, super good dad figure. Rue was the exception. Rue's a great mom. However, there was way more good dads than good moms. Just have to point that out. Oh, goodness. I do love this really sweet little thing of, I don't know, holding your inner child. You're told a lot in therapy to imagine yourself, you know, comforting your inner child, reparenting your inner child, all this inner child kind of shadow work. Yo! Julia, thank you for subscribing. Or Julia, I mean, probably. Thank you for subscribing. But yeah, I do a lot of this because it's really, really healing to kind of hold yourself like that and to give yourself comfort. Like, this poor kid, man. Like, I love this kid. The internet loves this kid. And it's like, this kid deserved love, and like, if self-love is all she's gonna get, then like, so be it. At least I'll be the one to give her some love. And that was the 3rd episode. On to the 4th one. Oh, this one's fun. I got a lot of comments on this one as well. Here's the narcissist. That I don't like looking at. We're always gonna skip over her. I put a couple of things in here, I guess. Like, there was the little lamp that I talked about, like, is right here, and that's gonna be an episode in the background of that room. Cute little picture of that. I don't even know if that's what happened. I was too young to remember. These are just based off of things I was told. These were actually really cool. This was like kind of like my houses, but I put them in like tree houses. And I was like, that'd be so fun if they were like tree houses because they're like tree frogs. Oh, it's so cute. It all works out so cute. So it's just, I was really excited about that. And then like we lived there for that many eras. And that was 4 eras worth. Oh my god, I have to ask, does anybody else have these stupid goddamn magnets in their house? I'm going insane. I'm like, going crazy. Oh gosh. Man, it's these magnets, dude, if you guys know what these are, they're like these weird fruit magnets. Like, oh my god, they're so great. I don't know, they're like really weird. They had like weird faces, and they were like Okay, I'm seeing somebody in the chat. Can we up the positivity a little bit? God, Asara, please. People do care that you're here. You are a chatter in a live stream, though. Please be aware of that. I'm talking about, you know, a very personal thing. Not really the time or place, buddy. You don't want me to pull out the band hammer or anything. Anyways, but yeah, the stupid dumb magnets that were my childhood, and like, the thing about this kitchen was that it was so freaking 90s, dude. Like, we just had like the black and white checkers were like such a classic thing to have back then, and like, oh yo!
You should check out the book Healing the Fragmented Selves of Trauma Survivors. It kinda talks about that. It's made for therapists and stuff, but honestly I loved it myself.
Ooh! Yes, Bread Queen! Oh my god, no! I love books! Oh my god, I have so many books. Where is it? I'm like looking for it. The most important book I think I've ever read is like, oh god, it's like Healing Adult Children of like emotionally unavailable parents or something like that, and like, oh my god, it changed my whole life. But no, I will check that out. That sounds super rad. I love reading, and I love watching. I watch a lot of YouTube videos as well. Alright, so thank you, Brett Queen, that was so sweet. Oh my god, I love book recommendations. Hee. But no, like, I had to think about it from the perspective of a child, of like moving into a new place and just appreciating the place. So like the Childs, and then Mom hung up these curtains that I loved because they remind me of Strawberry Shortcake, and people love that I put the hand stems in here, and I'm like, yes, because like I love it too. And like, can we just appreciate, I drew this from memory. I don't even know what Strawberry Shortcake looks like, but like, I tried so hard. I tried so hard. Okay, that's all. That's all. I do actually remember this, somehow. I was very young, but I do remember everybody painting my room. Like, my Mimi was there, like, everybody was over, and, like, collectively working together to make this thing the ugliest green you possibly could have imagined. It was, like, such a sweet effort. Like, everybody painted something different. My grandmother put these, like, little vines over the windows and doors. Like, painted vines. And they were really, really good. Like, I really think she was an artist. I don't really know, though, because I didn't really know her, but I don't know, maybe I get it from somewhere. Because, like, seriously, nobody in my family was an artist except for me, so it's really strange, like, that I would just come out of nowhere. I feel like I had to come from somewhere. I know, dude, I'm like, the mention you say Strawberry Shortcake, I could smell it. I could just smell it. Oh. But, yeah, and then, this one painted like this big ugly freaking flower on the wall that I don't even know what to do with. Was that double subscribers? That was crazy! Thank you guys! Holy cow! That's awesome! But yeah, she painted like this flower. Hold on, let me like draw it on here. It was like, I'll try to use the colors too. It looks like, wow, there's a lot of subscribers coming in, that's crazy. It kind of looked like this. Like, it was so ugly, dude. It was so ugly. It was on my wall forever. And then that's when my dad started to paint the mural of, like, he would always draw this freaking stupid sun with sunglasses. My dad had, like, an OC. Like, this is so crazy to talk about. My dad would draw something. It would look like this. It'd be like this guy, and he'd do it like this, and he'd have like the, like, I don't know what is up with like adults drawing the little like cheek thing, but like I kind of hate it. But my dad would draw this guy, or he would do like a sun with the sunglasses with the this kind of thing. My dad had, like, characters that he would draw. This guy was called Stan Stone. And the son didn't have a name. But, like, my dad, like, had literal freaking OCs, and I think that's the funniest crap I've ever heard in my life. Dude. Like, what? Oh, Elmo! I draw Elmo so much, man. Oh, man, this always pissed me off, dude. That rainbow, they didn't even go and get rainbow colors. They just reused colors that they already had, that they were using in my room. So the rainbow looked exactly like this. It was, like, 2 shades of pink and then 2 shades of green. Like, it wasn't... it wasn't actually rainbow colored. And it kind of drove me insane. Just a bit, but yeah, I have a lot of feelings about this wall. Cause, like, it didn't get finished. Because my dad, my parents eventually got a divorce and, like, dad got kicked out, and it was a thing where I would tell myself as a child that, like, oh, the reason why it didn't get finished was because of that, because dad had to leave, but, like, the reality of it was that, like, it didn't get finished because he was working so hard and he couldn't finish it. It wasn't that he got kicked out, like, that was, like, several years down the line, dude. That was, like, 6 years down the line since we moved into that house, so, like, why... You know, it doesn't add up, but as a kid, I would just convince myself that that's what was happening. Instead, I didn't want to, like, face the actual reality of why I wasn't getting attention. So, a lot of people seemed really hurt by this one. Like, people told me they were, like, crying into their pillow and stuff, and I was like, God, I'm so sorry, Jesus, I'm like... Do I just put a content warning on all of this? Like, I'm sorry. Good lord. Stanstone cameo 1. I hope never. I hate that character. I got Stanstone drawn all over my birthday cards and crap. Like, I don't even know what this man did. I don't know who he is. Oh god, okay, but yes, talking about family, this is the episode that's gonna age so poorly. Also, I hated this frame. I had to draw all of us in this tiny little, like, microscopic little area. Like, hold on, how can I draw on this? Yeah, it's really small. Like, really small area. And I hated drawing this one. I just have to put that out there, that this was really annoying. Yeah, Nanny was a Christian, and you know, being a gay person and having Christian grandparents always goes well. Winks at camera. Here's the scene I had to completely redraw because I drew a computer. Like just a regular computer and a cell phone, and then I was like, that does not exist. So I put a fax machine in a rotary phone because I was like, oh yeah, we don't have that technology yet. Here's my papa doing a magic trick. There's actually some characters here that you're gonna see come back. These two guys are actually like characters that'll come back, which is cool. Holy crap, I animated this dog so adorably. Oh my god, buttons! Little buttons, dude! Computers, okay, Jules, computers did exist. However, we did not have them yet. So I didn't want to, like, be wrong and put computers in a room where we didn't have them. Because we totally did not have them yet. But yes, it's all buttons! I love buttons so much, dude. She was so great. What a cute little dog, dude. Ugly little schnauzer. God, that thing was so freaking had tear stains and food stains all over it. Nasty little ugly little rat dog. I love that thing. Anyways. This is so freaking true, dude. This house was enormous. Like, I would spend a lot of time at my grandparents' house because my parents, like, wanted literally nothing to do with me. So I had, like, this giant house to, like, explore, and, like, there was, like, just an organ room, dude. Like, we had, like, an organ in, like, this hallway, and, like, I remember playing it all the time, and that's where I learned how to play piano. was I taught myself. Like, everything I have done has just been self-taught, and it's kind of cool. But I had to include that work in, because, God, I loved that thing so much. I love this lip sync so much. This little very witch is so cute. And then my other grandparents, which the world was extremely shocked to find out that my grandmother was in fact native. But I wasn't necessarily let in on that. Like, as I described, it was like right here. Like, there was a picture of my Mimi's mother, who my Mimi was very close to. My Mimi was like really, really close to her mom. And I guess after my Mimi's mom passed away, like my Mimi just like completely changed and was just like kind of a jerk forever. And then there was this picture of this house that I'm not sure what it was. But there was like this significant house that like she had many pictures of this place up, and I couldn't figure out what that was from. And then she had these really amazing like statues around the house, like just really detailed, incredible like statues of Native Americans. And I remember like asking her about these things and being like, who are these people? And when I would ask her, like I show here, it was like a, don't talk about that. Or, it's just decoration. Like, it was just brushed off, like there was obviously something she was honoring in her house, something that she, like, really deeply cared about. But, like, I wasn't let in. Like, she didn't want me to know about something, and unfortunately that is kind of, like, part of, sadly, some Native Americans' stories, is that they get, like, either taught via schooling or harmed or worse over their heritage, and then they eventually just don't want to talk about it. And it's like really sad, but their culture and their history and everything was being very systematically wiped away. And like I can only imagine what she had gone through to make a decision that she just didn't want to share anymore. But like at the end of the day, I kind of made peace with that, and I was like, well, she doesn't want me to know, so I just gotta accept that. Like, I gotta just make peace with that and say, okay, well, that was her decision, and she's passed away now, and it went with her, so there's not much I can do now. And that's okay. Like, I'm okay with that. Like, there's just a whole part of my identity I won't know, and that's fine, because, like, I don't want to sit there and be like, yeah, I'm Native American, because I don't know a single thing about it. Like, I'm as white as all can be. I am so white it's painful. Like, it's like, I couldn't feel comfortable being like, yeah, that's me, because it's just, it couldn't be me. She didn't want it to be me, so it can't be. And like, I'm okay with that. I'm like, you know, fine. Like, I've laid it to rest. I've let it go. In this one episode, I have expressed that hopefully enough that... Because I did in the past... I remember back when I did the Reaper masks. Before they were masks, they were called totems. And people were really upset that I was using the word totem because it was a Native American word. And I felt really conflicted about that because I was like, well, it's terminology that I've heard and seen a lot growing up. Like, I pick up a lot of books in Mimi's house and read about things like that. And to me, it was just kind of normal. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that was, like, appropriating or was bad. And then I decided to change up the terminology because I was like, well, I'm not Native. Like, yes, I might be related to somebody pretty closely, but it's just not who I am. I don't engage in the culture. I wasn't allowed in. So, I'm just super white, and I'm like, cool, I'm not gonna use those words or do these things to harm people, especially that, you know, were like my Mimi. So that's why I changed the terminology of that. But it was a weird conflict for me because I was like, what do I do in this situation? Like, I was grown up around this stuff, but it's not me, but, so it's like a really weird, conflicting thing that, eventually I did grow past. And that's like the short end of all of that, obviously, but I could always do research. I really could, but I found the more research that I've done, the more confusing it all gets, because I really think my Mimi, like, lied about a lot. Like, she would just tell me, like, very short-ended things, and I don't necessarily know if what she was saying was true, because I tried to track which tribe she was from, and it wasn't really adding up compared to, like, where she lived, and blah blah blah, so, like, honestly, there's no way I'm gonna know, because she's gone, so I just decided to give up on that search. And I could research, yes, but at the end of the day, I'm kind of just trying to respect her wants, and it's kind of the least I could do. I don't really know her, so it was just something that was just really adamant, so I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, you know, I've got plenty of other things going on in my life. I'm good. Like, I don't need to go on another giant self-identity hunt right now. Cause gender's enough. Like, it really gender's enough. Also, gosh, thank you guys so much for the subscribers. This is nuts. So never had this many subs in my whole life. Alright, so this is another content warning moment. I should really make a little, like, content warning thing for the stream, shouldn't I? That'd be kind of cool. I'll just put on the sad face. That's how you'll know. I'm dinking my oiter, but thank you, Sparkling Raindrops. Let's go. Alright, talking about the effects. The effects were obviously very, very broad. Also, small detail, I just want to point out, the backgrounds change to, like, really dark when we're getting into, like, actual dark stuff. So, just as something I wanted to point out. This was a bizarre episode for me to draw. Like, oh my god, like, drawing these people when they were, like, young was weird. Like, imagining my dad and aunt being young was weird. I was like, wow, they were like people. Like, whole people with lives and childhoods and everything. Like, that's crazy. Oh, Lilith! Let's go! More bananas! Man, we're going bananas today, like, literally. But, this is so 100% true. I was so scared for so many years of my life that I knew this. That I knew that I know this stuff, because you'll find out just how much they tried to bury this. How much they tried to twist the truth and lie to me and lie to me and lie to me and lie to me. But honestly, that piece of crud mom I keep bashing all the time, I mean, she was actually the only one who did tell me the truth about this. At the bare minimum. I think this was the only truth that my mom ever said to me, was the truth about what happened to my cousin. Because obviously my grandparents didn't want me to be scared when I was a kid, so they would just tell me lies. Like, it progressed. Like, it was like, oh, he died in his sleep. And that was that? Question mark? And then I kept pressing and being like, well, then how come I don't see the other cousin who is alive? And how come I don't see my aunt? Where is auntie? And then they tell me, oh, your auntie's in school. She only gets to call you for a couple minutes and talk to you every now and then because she's in school. And then I'd be like, okay. That's weird. And eventually I started to catch on that, like, this is super not adding up. And then, when I started asking my mother about this is when my mom just kind of had, like, a breakdown and was, like, crying. And she had me pull up some stuff. She had newspaper clippings. I have no level of content warning for this. This is the most horrifying thing, I think, ever. I'm about to say. Praying some goofy ass song comes on right now. Yeah, thank you. There we go. Please don't make me say this in dead silence. Strawberry Soup. That is an interesting name. Love that for you. And Spyro. Let's go. So many subscribers. But the most... Oh, this is a really chilling story. So apparently, who is it? I'm like trying not to say their real names. This is like really hard. My nanny's brother was a news reporter. And I guess when the murder happened... GM, cut the music! God damn it, Jules. But I guess when the murder happened, he was sent out to the house that it happened at. And apparently, he pulled up and he, like, had to ask his partner, who was, like, his coworker, like, his coworker person, the other journalist, he was like, wait a minute, what happened here? And the other person was like, oh, like, explain the situation. And then apparently he had like a full-blown meltdown because he was like, no, this is my family's house. This is my family's house. What are you talking about? And then he like ran inside and found out everything. And then he couldn't finish the report because now he had a personal bias because it was his family. I mean, what a horrible way to find out. Oh my god. Like, showing up at the crime scene, are you joking? Oh, like, everyone in my family is just so screwed up over this. Like, I can't even begin to tell you, each individual person is just so messed up. But eventually, my mother, she did show me, like, the news articles and things, and it was just so evident that, like, the whole dad side of my family lied. And, like, it was a weird moment for me, because I was like, okay, what else are we lying about then? If we're lying about something as giant as this, what else are we lying about then? Like, I'm scared now. Like, I'm, like, actually scared of these people. Like, are they gonna poison me? Are they gonna lie that the food is safe now? Like, everything felt so unsafe so quickly. Because, like, my aunt had a whole, like, again, content warning, god, I'm so sorry, I'm, like, spewing all this on stream, but, like, I have to give you more context to this. She had a whole suicide note that thoroughly explained what she was gonna do and how, and she followed it to a T. And it was in the newspaper. Like, it was there. They had it just out for everyone. And it was just public information. And she pled guilty in court and everything. Like, there is no freaking way that what my grandparents were telling me was true. Because all of the evidence points to, like, that she did it. And my grandparents did not want to think that. They were just in permanent denial. But then I found out much later. The day that I got, I'm so sorry! You guys don't have to listen if you don't want to. You can just click away and come back in a couple minutes, I swear to god. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was, like, the full note, Jules. I think it was, like, little clips from it or something, but, like, yeah, I don't know. It is literally, like, I can literally look it up online right now. It's, like, horrifying. It's, like, really odd that it's, like, public record, but it is. This whole situation is super bizarre, and some of it still doesn't make sense to me, and I'm, like, actually kind of terrified about it. But I did find out when my grandparents disowned me. The day that they disowned me, I was sitting at their kitchen table, and they were very adamant about, like, this didn't happen, like, your mom's lying to you, and I'm like, dude, I can literally Google this and find it online. What do you mean my mom is lying to me? She's actually not for once, believe it or not. And they were like, okay. Alright. Yeah, so if she did do it, then guess what? Then you just have to defend her. Because she's your family. And now you have to be on our side. Now you have to be on the side of defending her. Because she has nobody in this world. And then it just clicked for me. Like, they just admitted it. And then my papa pulled out a folder full of evidence that he hid on the crime scene, and he was telling me in extreme detail how badly he was trying to cover up this whole thing. And I was like, my brother in Christ, why are you telling me this? What in the world? And so I was like, I have never in my life sped. But I got in my car and I was going like 100. Oh my god. I can't believe I survived. I thought they were gonna kill me, dude. But yeah, I got them to confess a lot of crazy crap. And then I just decided, nope, I'm not dealing with that. Oh, bye! So then, yeah, I got just all the evidence in the world that I needed to know exactly what happened. And so when I made this project, I was like, the truth is coming out, bitches. I don't even care who sees the FBI. Come on over. I'll give you all the info you want. Come get them. Put them in jail. Go ahead. I will so help you. Like, I'm so dead ass. I'm like, oh man, if they get what they deserve, come on. I'll tell you what I know, and I know exactly where they are. You can go and get them. But yeah, no, this was like a legit drawing of that happening. And then the rest of this whole thing is just me kind of imagining what, like, how this had to have gone down. Cause like, what? They paid what? They paid, like, her bail was like, like, millions, dude. Millions, dude. And they paid it off because they were millionaires, dude. They were millionaires. What the hell? They had paid so much money to just let it go under the radar and just let her slip on by. Oh, you don't even want to get me started on the justice system. You do not even want to get me started on the American stupid justice system. Oh my god. They paid to win. And I hate them. I hate them for it. There is literal footage of her pleading guilty. And then and then after all that happened, they like sacrificed everything they owned, literally, to keep up with their lie that oh, our daughter didn't do that, blah blah blah. Yes, I'm safe now. I'd like to say yes, I am 100% safe now. Don't worry, we're fine. But I would like to point out, the state of Florida did not issue, just to hold the state of Florida accountable, smiles at camera. When I went to court to get a restraining order against any of these people, they denied my restraining order because they said there wasn't enough evidence that I was in danger. So I would just like to hold them accountable right now that I am in a safe place because I'm thousands of miles away and they don't know where I am. But if anything were to happen to me, it would be on the state of Florida because I wasn't allowed to get a restraining order, just so everyone's very, very clear on something here. And I'm very upset. But yeah, the business went under because they couldn't afford to pay the employees anymore, which then caused my dad to do literally everything, and henceforth became alcoholic. And then my mom was always didn't like me, but then this was like kind of her giant excuse to like completely give up on me for whatever reason. Like my Mimi had to come and take care of me. I heard this through stories, obviously. And then, yeah, this is the first time you see Wild Child's eyes, because, ow, because, oof, ouchies, my bones, my heart, my soul, what the fuck, oh, man, I've been through so much. And then I hug her, and then the light comes back because we're together now and we're safe now and everything's okay now, and we just draw cats and we eat vegan food and we sing karaoke badly with friends in our living room. It's great. Life's great now. It's great. We make it. We do. We really do. But yeah, this episode was a lot, and thanks for sticking with me if you have. Content warning over. We're gonna go into the happier stuff. I'm not gonna talk about this stuff very much because it's very awkward and scary to talk about publicly. But necessary and good in the long run. And then the last one that came out today, and if you haven't seen it, it's a pretty silly one. I wanted to end it on something silly. Keep your eyes closed, you shouldn't be seeing this! Oh my god, the way you're so right, that's crazy. Also, quickly, thanks for everybody who subscribed during my whole entire rant there. That was a lot. And I didn't want to, like, stop to be like, thanks for subscribing! While I'm, like, dumping my freaking whole life story into the chat. But yeah, the next one is about, it's about, all the medical issues I had as a child, which, this is hilarious too, because one of the things that I talk about in this is that I had, like, a really crazy rash that nobody could figure out. And it's because of me playing in the dirt. I have to clarify. They ordered a bunch of, like, sod. They re-sodded our yard, which is something you have to do a lot in Florida because, we have sand, and you have to, like, redo your yard every now and then because the soil will just, like, kind of sink in and disappear forever, and then your grass dies, and you have to re-put your grass in quite often because we don't have, like, soil. So, when they put new sod down, I was like, ooh, look at all this mud, yay! And I was, like, playing in it, and then I got, like, severe reactions from it. So, it's really funny that, like, Wild Child's like,
I have no idea why this is happening.
and while she's sitting in the freaking pile of mud that's causing it, and it's like, yeah, that's the essence of that era. It's like, oh, what's happening? And then it's like, oh gee, I wonder what's happening. Oh man. Oatmeal Babs, my beloved. This is like the epitome of sick kid lore. I had the best nebulizer mask. It was this dinosaur. It was awesome. Finley, your closet door just fell out. It wants you to get back in. /J. /J. It's so funny though. It's like haunting, but like funny at the same time. Anyways, right. I'm so glad everybody feels the same way. I was just making that joke. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, anyways, love my little dinosaur mask and my. I loved this because I added this very slight blur to phasing effect to her, like vibrating. It's so funny. Okay, this is so dumb, but that little, like, bubble animation was so good. I did get your tubes put in. That's, like, a true story. Obviously, all of this is a true story. What am I saying? But, like, hello, Watster Fox, welcome in. Florida laws are so bad, gamers. That's just the bottom line. Don't ever go to Florida. Ever. Oh yeah, I had so much fun making these doctors. I made this in the surprise Pikachu. He's a frog, and then I have this like very disgruntled fox, and then I have this alligator guy who's just like what? I just had so much fun drawing them. This is a true thing. I do have a bumblebee scar on my stomach. I don't know why I keep saying this is so true, as if like this isn't literally my life. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm losing my mind. But like I have this bumblebee scar on my tummy. It's really fun. I've had it there like literally my whole life pretty much. And that was like the moral of it all is that like, you know, like to Wild Child, it's like
I was sick all the time, but at least I have this cool lollipop and this scar.
and it's like, oh hell yeah, dude, hell yeah. Like don't kill her spirit, dude. Don't kill her spirit. It don't last long. It does not last forever. So enjoy it while it lasts. But Do you like bumblebees then? I do like bees. I do like most creatures. I have a whole episode about it. But there are some creatures that I don't like. Like deer and owls. But I like pretty much everything else. Oh my god, I'm pretty joking about the Florida Everglades. God damn it. Oh god. But yeah, that was the whole first year. I will show you guys a couple little peeks of some of the upcoming episodes in year 2 that I'm really excited about. Some of my favorite little animations. Let's see, what episode would that be? This one, maybe? Oh no, this one's too sad. We're not talking about that one. We're just gonna keep filtering through these until I can find the one that Oh, this one was so fun! Okay, I will share a little bit of this one. I have some really great animations in this one. This one talks about why I called her Wild Child. Here, let's not spoil the text. Just a lot of great animations. Like this one of her chasing the butterfly. Like, what? I have this one of it raining! Like, look how stinking cute! It's a froggy! I love these. And then I have, this mud animation that I really love. Like, look at that. Splash. And then I have this little, there's like so many just little fun shots in this one. Like the wind. This autumn one was really cool. I've just been popping off with the animation, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I've just really have been putting my soul into it. It's been really fun. I have this one of swinging. It's like, it's so cute! And then this tree climbing one, too. Like, oh man. Oh man. Everyone's asking, will the episodes continue to be coming out daily? Not right now. Basically, since season 1 is done, I'm gonna be posting the full video today for you guys to watch it all. You can watch all of them consecutively. If you do that, please, for the love of God, heed the goddamn content warnings! Thank you! And, they'll all be together in a really cute video. It has all of the song names listed right in the front. Because I know people are like begging, they're like, what is the name of the song in the background? And they're all from video games. Always. Especially ones that were nostalgic to me. So... yes, after that, I'm already more than halfway done. Like, there's 21 episodes total that I'm doing for year 1 and 2. So there's 14 episodes in year 2, I want to say. And, yes, that makes sense. I'm mathing. The math is mathing here. Because there's 7 episodes in season 1 and 14 episodes in season 2. And I'm on episode, like, 8 out of 14. So I'm more than halfway there. And I've been getting about an episode done a day. On my good days. So, as soon as I get more, like maybe at the 10 mark, like when I get a couple more days worth of content, I'll just start pumping them out again. Because then I can have 2 done and be like boom, boom, boom. So, yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with the freaking animation on these. Like, oh my god, it's like unreal. Is this the one that's really funny? No, this is the sad one. I try to break up the funny and the sad. That one's horrifyingly depressing. Is it really the flirting one? Ah, it is. Excellent. Welcome, Blip. Oh, this one's so freaking cute. I just gotta show you all this little animation of a wild child eating a banana in the background. What are you doing? Don't spoil the audio. Stop. Look at that.
She says, eating a banana.
She's so stinking cute. I love her so much. Oh god, I'll kill and die for that kid. Anyways, I'll go back to animating this and answering some Q&A now that I've dumped like 1,000 pounds of lore on you. So if you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask away. Oh man. Dude, video game music for the win. Like, I only listen to video game music. Plus, YouTube is like super chill with video game music for whatever reason when it comes to like copyright stuff. I just realized how sad this animation looks because like I need the other layers of like Wild Child being tucked in. This is an animation I'm doing on my dad tucking me into sleep. For the record. Just in case you're like, what the literal hell is going on? I'm like, yeah, I could have picked another episode to animate on stream, but this is just the next one I'm working on, so we're just going in order. Now I got like this happy little chipper little music. Yo! A score of your life. That is so cool, dude. That would be so rad, Koi! Which two versions of you hate each other the most, Dreamy Rose? That's a good question. Oh, I think, oh, that's so hard! I think it'd be Parker and Holly. They're really close together, but like, god, do they not get along. Because Parker's like super emo and like, is definitely heavily affected by the word cringe. Like, will like punch you if you call him cringe. Like, he like, doesn't understand that like, that words can't hurt you. Words very much hurt Parker. And Holly's just the epitome of cringe and doesn't care. So Parker just thinks that Holly's really, really, really cringe. It's like, they're just super opposite too, because Holly's like happy, but she's like fake happy. Like, she's not actually happy, but she's like super not authentic, and Parker is super authentic. So like, they're just really opposite. So they don't like each other. What games did you like when you were a kid? I was a Nintendo kid. That should be pretty obvious from all the Nintendo stuff that I play on my channel, from the games to the music. I just love Nintendo. So, my first system was a Super Nintendo. And I loved that damn thing to death. And then I grew up on the 64, GameCube, Wii, and etc, etc. I had Game Boy and DS and everything like that as well. So like, my favorite stuff though, like obviously Pokemon. I freaking love Pokemon. Pretty much every Pokemon game, you name it, I played it. I think my favorite though is Pokemon Rangers. Super freaking underrated. Super freaking underrated, dude. God, I love it. They need to bring back the Ranger games, I swear to God. Mystery Dungeon and Pokemon Ranger are like my favorite freaking franchises. Ooh.
Music's one of my biggest passions. Do you really only listen to video game music? I mean, yeah, a video game has music too, but there's so much great music that I will make you enjoy greater than I'm brainwashing you right now as you
Red Queen. I know, you're like a huge Citizen Soldier fan. I have not yet listened to them, but probably because there's so much about healing trauma and stuff that I'm like, I need to listen to this a little bit later in my healing journey. So they're in my back pocket. Man, I do listen to a lot of music, like just a lot of music. My favorite band right now is a band called Hippocampus. I love Reliant K. Trying to think of others off the top of my head. Maisie, K-Fly. Those are kind of some of my favorite artists currently I can off the top of my head think of. But yeah, video game, those are kind of my favorites right there. That and Smash Bros. Like all the Smash Bros. Melee being obviously a huge staple, but Brawl being the go ever. Which designs of the recurring characters change depending on the focus? Yes, they will, Brenna. That's a great question. They super totally will change perspective because, oh boy, I get to draw myself here. Example, in Blackbird's era, I've already asked my brother. I was like, okay, they're changing to birds from frogs. What kind of bird do you want to be? And my brother's like, oh, I want to be a blue jay. And I'm like, slay. So now we're getting a blue jay for my brother, and that'll be cool. And then there's a couple of other like bird things I'm gonna do with the birds. Like they're all gonna be birds in that one. They're gonna live in like a bird world sort of deal. And then in Parker's, it's gonna be a little bit more interesting because Parker's is like kind of the most human out of all of them, but Parker's actually not human. Parker's a metahuman. Parker can control fire and does magic and stuff. So that one's gonna be a weird one. I'm gonna have to come up with a lot of like specific like names for that one. I'm mostly just gonna base people off of like OCs at the time probably. And then for Holly's era, like they're all cats. They're gonna be cats. And then Hailey's, they're all gonna be dinosaurs. Your mom gonna be a vulture? I'm loving this! Oh man, she is so getting what she deserves. The hate is so real. No redemption. God damn, awesome. Oh, she's so amazing. Oh man. Oh man. I'm sorry, I scrolled up. I'm trying to catch you all's questions. Sorry. Queer identity, gender question marks. Yes, those are things that I'm currently griping with. Are my identities as far as gender goes, cause like I've never been in a position to think about it actually, and I have to think about it actually, cause like when I was making the eras, I became so painfully aware of like how much I didn't fit into the norm my entire life. Like it wasn't just like a new revelation, it was just something that I kind of ignored. And like the most uncomfortable era ever was Holly's era. And that was the era I attempted to be the most girly. And it was like, ooh, maybe I'm not a girl, like, crap, that's like hard to deal with. Like how do I, what do I do now? So it's like a, it's a quick question mark right now, because like I am like trying a couple of new things. Like I have like some different clothes to express myself. I have like a couple of different things that I'm trying where I'm like, okay, I have some varying pronouns people can call me, and I'll see how I like those. But like right now it's like a kind of like experimental, I guess. I'm very much just trying to figure out what I am, because I never had a chance to figure that out when I was young. So now that I'm in a safe place, it's like, oh, well, I guess that's something I can actually consider now, and I feel a lot more comfortable in certain clothes other than others, and my wardrobe's definitely changing a lot, and that's really nice. And the only thing that I don't like anymore is like, I love my voice. I love my voice. I love my voice so much. It's so great. I could do so much with my voice. I'm such a great actor. But my voice is like kind of the dead giveaway that I'm AFAB. And as soon as people find out I'm AFAB, it's like a, that's all I am. And I kind of hate that. Like, I don't like being put into a freaking box like that. Like, it's very annoying. Like, best example can be like, oh, I'm out and about, and somebody like, oh, says like, thank you, have a nice day, sir. And I'll be like, oh, they called me sir, that's so rad. And so I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna thank them back, because that's like made my whole day, right? Like, I never get to be called that, so then I say, oh, thanks. And as soon as they hear my voice, they go, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. And I'm like, and you killed it. And you killed it. And the euphoria is gone, and I'm sad, and now I'm gonna go home and be sad. Because it's like, like, I don't know how to explain what I'm talking about here, but basically, I love my voice, but I wish that people wouldn't perceive it as strictly female. Cause like my mannerisms, my dialect, like my vocabulary is very much so neutral or more masculine leaning. However, people are just like, you're just a tomboy. You're just a girl who acts like a boy. And I'm like, I don't think that's true, actually. I don't think that's true, actually. You keep being delusional. That's fine. You're just a stranger I'm never gonna meet again. So, it's more or less like being what I want to be and being okay with everybody else not necessarily understanding that, so. Unless I put the effort in. Which I don't have the effort to put in right now, so. Someone clocked you really hard recently. Oh no. Dang. I actually did get a compliment the other day. I went to the zoo with my friends. And there's a whole thing, but I basically I needed a mobility aid that day because I was having really bad chronic pain. And so I was in a wheelchair. And we were gonna take like a group photo together, and the person that was taking the photo was like, oh, like, what about him? Do you want him to get out of the wheelchair? And I was like, my eyes went wide, and I was like, alright, I'm not opening my mouth, because if I do, I'm gonna get the, oh, sorry, ma'am, thing, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna shut up, and I'm gonna just take it in. And I sat there, and I smiled, and I was like, I'm so hippie, and then as soon as we left, I was like kicking my feet. I was like, oh my god! It's the first time I've been successfully called a boy and they didn't take it back. This is awesome! Oh! It's because I didn't open my mouth and speak. It's so sad. I'm hopefully gonna get over the roadblock with the voice thing. I'm thinking I will. I'm thinking it's just a matter of time and patience. But yeah, I don't know. Gender's kind of fake and overrated, and it's just a construct that I have to abide by until I don't, because now I'm outside of it. Ooh, ooh, air fryer. Raise his hand. I bake mini treats. My most recent recipe that I've made that is solely mine is I make Oreo cupcakes. And it's like a chocolate cupcake, and you fill it halfway up, you plop a whole Oreo right in the middle, and then you fill it up all the rest of the way, you bake it, and then you put Oreo cream cheese, like cheesecake, on top. And it's so yummy. They're so yummy! I make Oreo cheesecake cupcakes, and it sounds so intense, but god, it's so good. Dude. Same, Finley. Voice training is so freaking painful. Like, oh my god. I just spend a lot of time in my car doing that stuff, and like, god, by the time I get to work or home, I'm like, it is so... It's so hard. It's a hard thing to train. I'm just reading you guys are so sweet. Thank you. God. My favorite drink. Right now, it's this mango tangerine juice. It's very yummy. I like juice a lot. I like dinking my deuce, as I say. I like dinking my deuce. Have you guys seen that meme? It's like this ugly little ferret, like, shoving its whole head into the water, and it says, I'm dinking my oiter. But there's other ones, like there's a cat and it's like drinking a glass of milk and it says I'm dinking my moik. I'm dinking my moik. Or there's a hamster, and the hamster's getting some noodles, and he says, I'm dinking my oop. Dinking my oop. And then dinking my deuce. I like dinking my deuce. It's like my regular vocabulary is to say dinking. It's just a dumb thing. What is everyone writing down? I'm sorry, I'm so concerned. What is everyone you better not be writing down the fact that the dinking terminology that you want to dink. Oiter and deuce and oop. Like and moik, I swear to God. You guys better be taking voice training notes instead of like my dinking crap, please. Please tell me that's what's going on in this chat right now. Oh my God. I'm trying so hard to draw this one frame, but I just keep getting sidetracked. God. Wow. Little Italian! Let's go, Little Italian! Also, hi, Cherry Boss, if you subscribe too. Okay. And Dandy Bound as well. I am so eepy, Your Honor. I am ready to be an innocent eeper. That's not God. I keep saying stuff that I have to keep explaining. I play. There's this game I really enjoy. It's called Citizen Sleeper. It's like a story-esque, super cool space thing. That I play with my friends sometimes, and if you take away the like first couple letters, it says Innocent Eeper instead of Citizen Sleeper, and it's just like so funny. So I keep saying Innocent Eeper. I'm going to go Innocent Eep. And it's like, no one knows what I'm saying. I have to like explain my daily memes because otherwise I'm just delusional. Also, I totally forgot to draw this man's stubble again. Oh man, and I copied a frame. Freaking hell, dude. Oh man. There, good lord, help me. Okay. Wow, this looks literally so terrifying if you can't see the drawing lines. It's just Wild Child playing in a laundry basket. Did anybody else get laundry basket rights from their family members, or is that just like a Pet Peeves candy event? Cause like, my Holly speak. It's my own Eepers rise up. I'm just spreading this shit like the plague! It's so funny! It's so funny! I'm sorry. But yeah, my dad used to give me like laundry basket rides where I'd like get in the laundry basket and I'd be like, give me a ride! And he'd be like, okay, and like he would like swoosh it all around with me in it, and then I'd be like going crazy in there. And it was so much fun. I don't know, like, is this just like a, like, my dad thing? 'Cause my dad did a lot of, like, obscure random things for fun that I'm like, is this, like, just normal, or is this just, like, a my dad thing? Because, like, my dad also made up cruel and unusual punishments that are, like, really funny to, like, discipline us. Like, example, I had to explain this the other night to Universe, who is my roommate. My dad would, maybe I should draw this actually. This might help the case. So my dad, this is dad. Okay, he's like tall or whatever. Would hold us by our feet like this on the ceiling. There's Wild Child's hair. So, like, would make us walk on the ceiling. Like, he would hold our ankles and, like, pretend that we were walking on the ceiling. And he called it the toe hanger. And eventually, we would do that for fun, but then eventually it became a form of punishment because, like, all the blood would, like, rush to your head. And we'd be like, oh dear, this is actually kind of painful. And then he would be like, okay, well then if you guys are misbehaving, I'm gonna get out the toe hanger. And we'd be like, oh crap, not the toe hanger, not the toe hanger. So I'm like, am I the only one that had to go through crap like this or what? Rights! No, I said rides! Laundry basket rides, not rights. Like, no. I'm sorry. Oh my god, they were roommates. Did you guys not know that? Am I just dumping even more lore, like just life lore onto you? Yeah, like half the Brightside cast like lives with me now. Not like half, but like a couple of them. Like Universe is my roommate and Core is my neighbor, like quite literally the house next to mine. So we're just very slowly accumulating the Brightsiders to like, and or the Reapers, the voice actors for Reapers. They're just slowly coalescing around. We're making a queer commune. That's what we call it. Let me in. Hallish. Yeah, we could call it Hallish. That's pretty funny. Oh, these frames are gonna hurt my soul a little bit. That's okay. We all need a little pain. I say, tears streaking down my face. I've been through so much pain. No, we don't. We could actually do without a little bit. For a little bit, I think. Yay! Laundry baskets. That's what that looks like, I think. We're just not gonna question why my laundry basket looks like that. We're here for the story, not the art. The art's a bonus, okay? I love drawing Wild Child's little froggy little fingers. So stinking cute. I love talking to Wild Child like she's like one of my cats. Where I just use the same voice. Man, these two were best friends, Your Honor. I'm just saying. It's so heart-wrenching. It's like a painful kind of happiness. I didn't have a basement in 2019. I did not have a basement in 2019. I didn't live somewhere where I could have had a basement. And of all my friends to lock in a basement at that point in time, it probably would not have been Jules who I locked in a basement. It probably would have been someone else. So, actually there's like a giant handful of other people who I could think to lock in a basement. And all of them would not be Jules. Unless it was like a... What is happening? I'm not the basement girly. I mean, you kind of are now, though. Pain bad, actually. You're so right, Dreamy Rose. And then there's me, just casually drawing the most painful thing I can think of. It's gonna hit later. It's gonna hit later when everything hits the fan, and then it's like, oh no. The oh no will get even worse if you rewatch everything. You know? I'm here for the rewatch value. I'm here for the, oh, if we go back and rewatch this, is it gonna be like 40,000 times harder to watch? Yes. Yes. Because you know what? That's just the progression of my life, unfortunately. Like, you think it's painful for you, holy crap, I have to open my eyes to this every day. And it's like, against my will! Like, totally against my will. Like, I have to freaking live with this crap, and I'm like, ugh. That's it. That's it. Takes my drawing pen, cocks it like a gun. Y'all are coming with me. Oh my god. Oh my watched everything like 50 times. No, I believe it. The freaking stats on those videos are terrifying me. I'm like, oh god, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for to become a viral shorts YouTube sensation. God, why did it have to be the thing that is my whole life? Why couldn't it have been like Brightside, like that blew up? Why'd it have to be my whole ass literal life on display? I'm like, damn it, dude. God, literal damn it, dude. God. I'm not complaining, but like I am very shook over the amount of attention the Persona project is getting, and I'm very grateful. It's like great. It's like, wow. That's great. I'm gonna be heard. I'm gonna be seen and heard and listened to for the first time in my life. Which is great. And very healing, but enough at the same time. Oh, it's very scary. There's so many people. Oh man. Alright, I'm gonna draw this last frame, and then we're gonna wrap up in the next 10 minutes, I'd say. So, if we've got any more... No, keep playing my music. What are you doing? It was like, are you still alive? Are you dead? I'm like, no, I'm freaking still kicking, dog. It's only been 3 hours. Relax. YouTube? And then they went away. Why did it throw me in the middle of that playlist? Whatever. Anyways, ignore the music. Oh, yo, this is a playlist that I use a couple songs from Persona project in, which is just super ironic. Yeah. I'm sorry, I know you guys are like, I don't want to leave, but like, 3 hours is kind of like my most for talking nowadays. Like, I'm not used to streaming this that much, so my voice is already really tired. And I gotta save some of my energy. I've got some chores to do and some episodes to complete, so I can start releasing season 2 right off the bat. Because, oh yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. So much random crap happened when I was 2 years old. Yeah. I love drawing my squiggly. In case anybody has never noticed, my squiggly is very, like, it emotes. Like, the thing, like, moves with me. It's kind of fun. God, wait, no, I can't. I'm like about. Oh, one thing I'd love to show off on stream. This is like the coolest thing ever. A tot is present. Wait. Oh, Fizzy. Okay, I was like, what do you mean? I'm like, how did they even get here? Okay, so something really cool about the way that I animate this is that my program is very fancy, and I basically have a pen that every time I click it, it's a different lip sync piece. So, example, I just gotta make it the right size, put it down, and then I can go to the side here and I can look at the preview of what I need and go, oh, okay. I need the open mouth. I need the closed mouth. And then we say of, so then it's like O, and then the F. And then I can like, that's how fast I can lip sync. Like, look. Ba-da-da-dum. Isn't that freaking awesome? I just have lip sync pens. This program is beautiful. Like literally the best thing ever. Just gotta say, TV Paint is something else. But I can lip sync extremely fast. And I love that about this project, that I can lip sync it, because like, I don't know, if it wasn't lip synced, it'd be like too stagnant. It'd be like too boring. Like, oh, goodbye! Everyone's going anyways. See this? We're wrapping up just fine. It's beautiful. But, no, I mean, 12 was, like, tweened, and Origins is tweened, so they have this very slight, gentle movement to them. So they're stuff is constantly moving, but with, like, this project, I'm not tweening anything, so it's, like, a little boring if there's no lip sync or anything like that. But yeah, it does speed up the process. It's, like, I don't have to color it, I just, like, stamp it down, like, boom, 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 and I'm done. Lip sync done, and it's, like... It's awesome. But yeah, that, I actually got through a good chunk of this episode. This is a very, very heartfelt, heart-wrenching episode. I feel like I'm really taking the internet by surprise. A lot of people are really shocked about the stuff I've gone through, and the only thing I have to say is prepare to be continually shocked. Because I wish I could say it gets better. It doesn't. Unfortunately. Here, let's just wrap up here. Hello. Alright. Last chance for any last minute questions you have about this project or any of the stories I shared here about year 1. Year 2 is on the way. I am halfway through it already. And I'm hoping to get all the way through it very soon. I'm gonna probably take the weekend off and then I'll start posting again on Monday. So Monday I'll start posting season 2. Not to say I will get to do it very consistently, like, you know, every single day, but that would be the goal, that'd be the hope, that'd be really fun, obviously. My favorite animal? Do dinosaurs count? I love dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are like my favorite thing ever right now. But I hope that's a sufficient answer. Hydrate? Okay, I can do that. I can do that. I dinked. Alright, I dinked. I dinked my oiter. I dinked it. Alright. But yeah, after this, I'm gonna upload the full video for you guys. I gotta whip up a thumbnail because I realized that, I've been a little spoiled with shorts because they don't allow you to choose your thumbnail, and I'm like, oops, well, now I have to make a thumbnail for a full video. I haven't done that in a while. So, after that, you guys can have that to hold you over. And then, oh boy, we'll be getting into season 2. Do you have any suggestions for game ideas? Like, video game suggestions? Right now, I'm playing a lot of Wobble Dogs, and that game is very freaking silly, dude. That game is, like, beyond silly. It's really fun. Games that I'm playing right now are, I play a lot of The Sims. I like to design houses. I don't even play the damn game. I just like design houses in The Sims. And then I play Minecraft. I play a lot of Minecraft with my friends. And then, Pokemon? I've been playing Pokemon. Right now I'm playing Pokemon Sword and Shield. Because I've never played it before. Brightside, the video game. Oh, Luigi's Mansion, so good! I love Luigi's Mansion, especially the original one, GameCube one. The freaking GOAT of all time. The GOAT of all time. The greatest of all time is already- I just said the greatest of all time, essentially. Like, oh my god, literally help me. But yeah, that was year 1. Oh my god, sorry it's such a train wreck. It's super deep and emotional and really messed up, and I apologize, but, I'm just really grateful that I get to share it, and that it's been a very welcoming process so far. People have been really supportive so far, and I really appreciate that. And I'll continue to reply to comments as much as I can, and answer any questions anybody has. Except if you're complaining about the goddamn age gap on episode 3 with the mother and the father being 17, 22. Oh my god! I don't want to hear about that. Otherwise, I'll answer any other questions. The goat is the ball goat, literally. Oh man. But thank you guys so much for like the 1,000 bajillion subscribers, good lord. That's so awesome. And thank you guys so much for donating too. That's so helpful right now. Like seriously. I've got to like renew the website. It's gonna be not that fun because the inflation's great. But I really appreciate the support because it helps keep everything running as smoothly as it has. And God, I don't have any words to express how much I really appreciate you guys and just the support, man. Just people saying like, you didn't deserve that, or like, I'm listening. It's just like, wow, I didn't know how much I needed to hear that. Like, thank you. It's definitely been a great healing process, and it wouldn't be as positive of a process without awesome people like you, so. Just huge, huge thank you to everyone for the support on this whole thing. Just so freaking rad. You guys are so freaking rad. That's all I gotta say. And troopers! And super troopers were going through this with me. Like, God, it was hard enough to go through, but going through it again and I'm dragging like thousands of people with me is like really scary, so you guys are tough. You guys are just as tough, and I really appreciate it. And I could sit here and all day long. But for now, I'm gonna head off so I can stop killing my voice and rest a little and get some more of this project out. But I will again be posting that full video, and season 2 will be right around the corner, so woohoo! Hooray! We did it! Next time I'll stream, I have no idea. Probably at the end of season 2. I'm gonna try and stream at the end of each one just to answer questions and catch up, because I'm telling a lot of stories, so I just want you guys to, you know, if you need clarification, I can give it to you. I'm being 100% transparent about everything that's happening in my whole life, so there's only so much I can cover in 1 minute. But yeah, oh man, thank you guys for everything. Super fun. I love being able to share the concepts and everything with you guys. It's such a fun process. It's more than just my story. It's like a piece of art at this point. I love that. Oh, how fitting! Oh, beautiful! Kirby's epic yarn. Ending us off. Beautiful. Okay, gamers. Hydrate. Be well. I hope you all are doing okay after all of that, and good luck on all your own individual journeys. We'll be there to support each other. Okay. Goodbye. Much love. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Remember to dink your oiter. Bye-bye.